So fired up. It's the Stanley Cup playoffs. Most exciting playoffs out there. A 2-month roller coaster filled with sudden deaths, good old-fashioned chaos, and a beauty we call McJesus. There's action on the ice and in the studio. Every series is a statement, and everyone gets their shot at the cup.
Why is everyone so fired up?
It's the Stanley Cup playoffs, the most exciting playoffs out there. A 2-month roller coaster with sudden deaths, and a beauty.
When the sun goes down, our love starts to rise. For the boys in blue and orange, a fire in our eyes. We are Oilers after dark. Oilers after dark. We're the ones who bleed that copper and blue. Me and my crew, yeah. Believing in you. Oilers after dark.
Outside, pushed wider by William Eklund. He'll take it back again. McDavid puts on a bit of a show and is snared by Nedeljkovic.
Wow, John.
Line for Ryan Warsofsky. Adam Gaudette blocked and negated by the veteran Adam Henrique. And here come the Oilers. Kasperi Kapanen shielded off the stick of Nedeljkovic. Jones out in front. San Jose in possession. Orlov. Celebrini dangles. Looks for his buddy Smith, who winds it back. Will Smith resets the table here. Celebrini again scans it, shoots it, and scores! Macklin Celebrini with some traffic out in front, and the 19-year-old does it again.
8 points now for Celebrini, but he had a couple of looks coming down that left side of the offensive zone, made some nice wide passes, and then eventually he comes high up towards the blue line to give himself some space to find the read, and what an elite shot just inside the far post with the traffic in front, but made so heads up that entire possession throughout that power play.
So heads up, effortless and smooth. Macklin Celebrini, look at the way that he just snaps that puck.
Here comes McDavid right up the gut. Fended off, but turned over by the goaltender, Nedeljkovic. Bouchard. Guarded by Barclay Goodrow. Here's Connor McDavid. He'll skate it into the goal line. Send it. He's loose on the goal line. They score. Hacked home, initiated by Connor McDavid. He'll get the goal. Celebrini, McDavid. How about it?
How about the start to this game? Talk about players being aware of his presence on the ice. But look how close the coverage is. He just spins away and stays with it to make sure he's still relevant on that near post. I mean, McDavid's behind the net. He goes one hand on his stick to make sure he finishes that one off.
It's crazy.
He's a player who moved down a little bit in the lineup tonight, but he's got that skill. His speed, he needs to use it.
Here comes Wemberg. Shot taken by William Eklund. He gets a rebound in front. Ingram comes up big on Kiefer Sherwood.
Hit the post.
And the Oilers are back out. It's a cross down for Puck Bowles, and his shot swallowed up by Nedeljkovic.
Finish it because that sails well above the crossbar. And this is a sure one.
Maybe Nedeljkovic got a piece of it. Now it's fought for.
Oh, big turnover there by Dickinson, and Roslovic misses it.
Long with a shot right off the goalpost.
Time he has sails just wide, and then you see Wallman coming in. Look at this nice blast, just goes underneath. But that starts because they're physical and hard on McDavid to create that turnover.
Face off, Ingram sharp on a quick bid right off the draw. Smith through center, pushes everybody back to Foley now in support of him. Smith, Celebrini, choked down by Ingram. Very close to getting back on the ice.
Yes, Chris Knobloch told us he's skating tomorrow.
Now McDavid with a shot pulled off by Nedeljkovic. Connor McDavid drops it off for Podkolzin. Back again. Bouchard one more time. You see the time left of the power play. McDavid stick handling in. To the outside. Nugent Hopkins off Nedeljkovic. They score! Podkolzin out in front. Big body. Net in-front presence. And the Oilers get another power play goal and lead it 2-1.
Colson, he's got a great physical presence, but you need everybody on the ice to be a threat. So making sure he's engaged, presenting his stick, and Letty tried to tie it up early, but he stays strong and makes sure that his stick is on the ice. Nugent Hopkins just understands there's traffic in front. Pod Colson working hard to make sure that he gets a piece of that one to beat Nedeljkovic.
Yeah, you know, you can't replace the Draisaitl. You can't.
Ferraro has it for San Jose, and Wenberg is out shorthanded with Colin Graff. Wenberg holding onto it, salting away some time and alertly getting it deep.
You know what, Desharnais makes some good plays with his stick.
A breakaway for Roslovic again. He scores! Jack Roslovic catches the Sharks napping. It's another power play goal. 16:27 left in the second. 3-1.
Sorry, his second breakaway of the game. And this time, on the part, leading on that pass. That's McDavid's pass. He recognizes the Sharks are not available. What a beautiful fake. He looks up. He sees the entire ice. We talked about his quickness. What a release on that pass to send Roslovic in all alone. Time and space. Opens the forehand of the blade to sell that shot just enough.
And a 3-goal situation now for the Oilers on the goal by Jack Roslovic, set up again by Connor McDavid, who's factored in on all three. Wenberg draws out, trading places with Klingberg, and wide in the stick. They score! Tipped down in front. Kiefer Sherwood in the right place at the right time, and the Sharks answer back.
Well, that is a huge goal to make this one a one-goal game. AT&T connected. Cam, look at this one. And Kiefer Sherwood, you think about a player. He was so upset about that chance that he missed in the first that went off the post. But here's a player. You're going to make sure that he's above the coverage to make sure his stick's available. The great hand-eye coordination, traffic in front, and a massive goal to make this one 3-2.
Yeah, massive goal, and that's the first Shark shot in a long time, and I think this is what they have to do. They've got to get those 2 layers of traffic.
By Toffoli, and now in control of it. It's dumped out by Adam Henrique. Dickinson coughs it up. Shot taken by Savoy, stopped by Nedeljkovic. Here's Bouchard. Away it along for Ekholm. McDavid. Evan Bouchard cranks it up through a screen wide, and it goes by Ekholm and back out.
Well, you see these players playing with McDavid, just creating space for him.
Here comes Connor to the house. He scores! What a goal! Connor McDavid! He's owning this game right now. 14:07 left to go in the second period. The Oilers back up by 2.
And there was a quick regroup in the neutral zone, and then he just attacks, driving to the net, the one hand on the stick to make sure that he protects the puck and carries it right across in front of the net. Right around Letty. Nedeljkovic goes for the poke check, but there's no chance. McDavid sees it coming. The crossovers, the acceleration, one.
And it's pitched out. Open ice. Short-handed. Matt Savoy walks in. Shut down twice. It's loose. Rescued by Toffoli. Right at the goal line.
We are going to try to show you some of this exciting action. Savoy on the PK for Edmonton. The nice look tries to go short side. It's laying on the goal line. Toffoli saves it. There's a look at the Savoy chance. What an effort.
Vincent Desharnais in the circle. Ferraro all the way across for Eklund. We'll send it back. Desharnais again. A wrist trick stopped by Ingram. He got the rebound. It was Sherwood on the doorstep.
To make sure that does not cross the line. And then you look at this Ingram save, Mace. Wow, what a reflex to make sure he... Little details.
As the breakout develops for the Edmonton Oilers, Frederick has a man alone in front. Szymanski, what a save by Nedeljkovic.
Stretch pass by the Oilers. Lengthwise down the ice, north-south, to get into the offensive zone quickly.
Now a steal. McDavid. Across. They score! It pinballs home. Connor McDavid factoring in on all 5 goals. He's got another one. It's 5-2 Edmonton.
Second period of this game. You think about the speed, the deception. He gets a fortunate bounce. I mean, but Orlov. Second period of this game. You think think about the speed on the attack. We talked about the initial stretch pass that Ekholm makes. It's a 2-on-1. The deception, he gets a fortunate bounce. I mean, but Orlov, you are in desperation mode, trying to prevent the initial pass, and then he tries to sneak it across. And when things are going your way and you're Connor McDavid, there it is, your 5th point of the night.
That's crazy. I thought
Smith will send it all the way around. Ekholm deals it back to Bouchard. He's forechecked by Smith with 4:32 left to steal. Smith in tight, off the crossbar as it wouldn't go.
What a skilled play by Smith. The reliable goaltending that Ingram's provided for them.
And they had to adjust on the fly. A shot. Nedeljkovic says no on Matt Savoy.
Great saves tonight, too. But here's a look at the traffic in front. But at the other end, David and 5
shots. 97 and a 5-2 win.
Doing it without Hyman, doing it without Leon, doing it without a power play outside of last game. So Connor McDavid is doing exactly what Connor McDavid does every single year.
Rob, you have 10 seconds. The Ford-Kiesel game.
Well, you're playing against a team that cannot score. So it is imperative the Oilers come out hot in this game, try to get the lead. You get the lead, it makes it much, much harder for the LA Kings to come back in the game.
That's the Ford-Kiesel game. Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ford, ready, set, Ford. On the ready with the call up next on Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network is Cam Moon. We are at Crypto.com in Los Angeles. The Oilers and the Kings when we return.
Hey Canada, want to make learning fun? Education Station is your local destination for the best educational toys, games, and resources to help kids grow.
My mom takes me to Education Station because she's invested in my future.
From hands-on activities to brain-boosting games, Education Station makes learning exciting for kids of all ages. Parents and teachers love them too.
Learning is so much fun.
Support local. Visit Education Station in store or online at educationstation.ca.
And inspire a love of learning today.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Legacy Heating and Cooling offers no payments and no interest for 1 year on your new furnace. So, when you wake up to no heat, call Legacy. Call Legacy. If you need it immediately with no overtime rates, call Legacy. Call Legacy. If you need it immediately and want to combo it with AC, call Legacy. Call Legacy. No payments and no interest for 1 year on your new furnace. It could only be Legacy Heating and Cooling.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
214, please welcome Kings season ticket member Hannah Davey.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets from land, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night
tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's the last game of the road trip. The Edmonton Oilers take on the LA Kings. Good afternoon. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannam. We are the Oilers Radio Network. And the starting lineup is brought to you by Coventry Homes. Check out the newest fan cave in Kristalina Nera, or any Coventry show home for a chance to win Oilers prizes. Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers, up front, Connor McDavid with Vasily Podkolzin and Matt Savoy. Matthias Ekholm, Evan Bouchard are on defense. In goal, it's Connor Ingram. For the Kings, Quentin Byfield with Trevor Moore and Alex Laferriere on defense. Mikey Anderson and Drew Doughty. In goal, it's Anton Forsberg. Kelly Sutherland and Corey Sivret, they're the referees. Ben O'Quinn and Jonathan Deschamps, they're on the lines, and the puck goes into the Kings' end. And Moore trying to get it out, and he does. Got it to center. Bouchard across to Ekholm. He'll blast the puck in. It'll come around on the boards just off the stick of Bouchard. He's going to chase after it. Moore in pursuit as they go into the Oilers zone. And Bouchard got it to the line. It doesn't get out. Doughty will shoot it. Blockered away and out of play by Ingram. 28 seconds gone here in a scoreless first.
Well, a hard run there by Matthias Ekholm, but the Oilers didn't really have the support. And it put Evan Bouchard in a little bit of duress. And sometimes you got to punt pucks. This will be interesting to see Max Jones. He's played along the fourth line. There he's second line, and they're going to go Kopitar's line head-to-head against Nugent Hopkins' line. And RNH has probably had some challenges of late at center. This is a tough matchup here in Kopitar's last home game in the regular season in this building.
And the puck to the right wing point. Clark on the right side for Kempe. Shoots it wide of the Edmonton net. Edmondson from the left. The shot, it was tipped off the outside of the net. Kopitar with the redirection. Nurse on the left wing will get it out. Knocked out of the air by Panarin. They'll say it was knocked down by a high stick. But Kopitar right in front of the net with a little redirection. Yeah. This is game 1,518 of his NHL career. And like you were saying, last regular season home game for Kopitar in his 20th season here with the Kings.
Obviously a two-time Stanley Cup champion and the number one center on those teams. And he's been the number one center a long time here. And I mean, when they had Kopitar, the emerging Byfield, and Deneau last year, they were good. Now, Lawton has stepped up since coming over from the trade deadline.
Puck shot into the Kings zone. And Edmondson behind the net to Clark around the right wing. Nurse pinched up, but that's going to go all the way down, and it will be icing against Los Angeles.
Yeah, we're going to see McDavid's line come back out here after a quick 30-second shift. Last time we were here, the Oilers got three ugly ones on Darcy Kemper, and Forsberg came in and Edmonton pounded them 8-1. It's back in February.
DJ Smith made reference to that game in his pregame media availability. And Panarin to center ice. The Kings weren't too happy with that one. Puck shot into the Oilers zone.
Well, the Oilers didn't run up the score, I can tell you that.
They did win it 8-1, and up to center it will be Ekholm to shoot it in. Oilers have a shootout loss to the Kings as well. Puck flipped to the line. Moore will get it out. It's going to go down. It's going to be icing against the Kings. Oilers losing 4-3 in a shootout January 10th. That was in Edmonton. And February 26th, that was the 8-1 win here against the Kings.
That was the wild road trip where the Oilers scored 17 goals in 3 games and only got 2 points.
Yeah. You don't see that very often.
No.
Face off to the right of Forsberg. He's won his last 3 starts. He played Thursday, that 4-1 win over Vancouver, made 24 saves. And Henrique wins the draw. Puck to the line. Shot wide of the net by Wallman. And Moore will get it up to center ice. Laferriere knocks it down, shoots it in. Wallman caught an edge, went hard to the boards. Ingram out to play it. Gets it around the glass. It'll get just out. At center ice, it's Armia. On the right wing, gave it to Lawton. Will shoot it in. Bounces just wide of the Edmonton goal. Emerson up the right wing, knocked down by Armia. Get it into the corner. Gets tied up along the boards. Henrique tried to jam it free. Lawton will get it to the blue line. Dumoulin shot. That one blocked in front of the Edmonton net. We're scoreless here in the first. Just over 2 minutes gone. Henrique with Armia all over him. Get it back to Emberson. Will stop in behind the Edmonton goal.
Not a great start. Oilers get Doc and Frederick out here in the line with Szymanski. And these two guys in the wings pounded San Jose on Wednesday night.
Wallman through the middle, had it go off the stick of Szymanski and into Los Angeles territory. The puck along the boards on the left side. Hellenius up the left wing. A stick came up from Szymanski. And it'll go off the stick of Joseph into the Oiler bench, and we'll get a whistle.
They're trying to appeal for, they're saying Hellenius may have been cut on the play, but they're wondering why there was no call on Szymanski. So Colton Dock had 7 hits, and it became infectious for Trent Frederick. He had 7 hits, and you could see maybe a fourth line come playoff time when all the bodies come back again. No Jason Dickinson tonight. But you could see maybe Frederick and Doc playing on the line with Adam Henrique on the Oilers' fourth line once Leon comes back in the mix and Zach Hyman and Dickinson.
To center ice, and Murphy went to shoot it in, went off the stick of Joseph. That goes out of play.
The Oilers need 1 point in their final 3 games to get in the playoffs, and if they win out, they win the division. And it would be the first time since 1987.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, when you think the Oilers won the Cup in 88 and 90.
Exactly.
Went to the final in 06, and again the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Shows you a bit about how the game has changed as well. I mean, there's only been one President's Trophy winner in the last 15 years that's won the Stanley Cup.
Puck shot into the Oilers zone. It comes up to the line and just out. On the right wing, Ward will shoot it in. Joseph pushes it in behind the net. Ward centering it, and Hellenius could not get a stick on it. Out to center for Edmonton is Frederick. Into the Kings zone. Cross ice pass, batted on goal. Saved by Forsberg with a left pad as Nurse put that one on goal. On the right wing, Dumoulin will get it out, and it is sent all the way down. That's going to be an icing call against the Kings.
We also have a President's Trophy winner, generally regarded as the best coach in the NHL, that didn't win a game in the playoffs one year. That was John Cooper, the Tampa Bay Lightning, who last 3 years made the playoffs, didn't win a series. He's the only head coach in the league that's missed the playoffs for 3 straight years, or been in the playoffs, not won a series. What's going on here? Kapanen. He has an issue of some sort. Yeah. Or was there...
Oh, they had 5 already out there.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Kapanen was number 6. So he had to come back to the Oiler bench.
Another offensive zone draw, so McDavid's back out with put Poles in. I think he was out early enough at yesterday's practice.
Vasily Podkolzin? He's always the first guy out there. He was out there plenty early yesterday.
40 minutes before practice started yesterday.
Bouchard on the right wing, point into the corner to McDavid, goes behind the net. Oh, bring it in front. And it went off his stick before he could backhand it on goal. And behind the net, Lawton around the boards. Bouchard keeping it in to McDavid through the middle. McDavid with a little move in the slot, a shot, and that sails wide of the Kings' goal. Dumoulin in behind the net. He is pressured by Podkolzin. The puck goes to Ward in the right corner. Will go up in the air. Joseph will glove it down at center and then shoot it in.
Fourth line versus first line matchup. And McDavid's shot got blocked. Otherwise, the Oilers would have had a chance for a rebound down low.
Evan Bouchard leads the NHL in defenseman scoring with 91 points. He's got points in the last 4 straight. He's got it right now. Through the middle to Nugent Hopkins into the Kings' end. On the left side to Kapanen into the blue line. Wallman with a shot and a glove saved by Forsberg on a hard shot from the left wing point by Jake Wallman.
I always wonder why the Kings fans here boo when other teams are doing a reset back in their zone when LA's the team that's not forechecking. Like, you're allowing the opposition to do a stationary breakout. And I know they like to call it a 1-3-1, but at times in the playoffs the last couple of years, it was more like a 1-1-3.
Face off to the right of Forsberg. The puck to Clark. Clark for the Kings up the right wing. We're scoreless. We're here in the first. 4.5 gone in the opening period. Max Jones at center, but that bounced off his stick. Panarin will get it to the Edmonton line. Wallman in behind the net. Rims on the left. Off the stick of Jones to Nugent Hopkins. Or to Kapanen, looking to Nugent Hopkins. Broken up by Kempe, and he went to the middle. It hits Jones. Emberson to Nugent Hopkins. Across on the left to Wallman. And he'll just softly dump it down the ice. Edmonton will make a quick change as Brent Clark turning it up. Clark on the right in his own end for Los Angeles. Up that right side, that one misses Jared Wright, and it's icing against the Kings. Got a lot of icings in the first 5 minutes and 6 seconds of this scoreless first period.
Jared Wright out of Denver. Of course, the Pioneers are playing the national championship final today against Wisconsin. Wisconsin is the school that both Ty Emerson and Trent Frederick played at.
Off to the right of Forsberg. Puck to the left wing point to Nurse. To the left wing corner. Goes in behind the net. Clark around the boards. Murphy from the blue line, but it got by him and out. Nurse has it. To Roslovic to Nurse. Inside Edmonton territory. Hard up the left wing to Curtis Lazar. Taken to the boards. Got dumped down. And now shot in by Henrique. Forsberg to Dumoulin. On the right wing corner for Ceci. Oh, he got hit hard there on the end boards. Solid hit by Lazar. Puck up at the line. Roslovic couldn't get it down low. And coming out to center ice is Lawton. He'll fire it across to Ceci into the left wing corner. Lost it. Nurse poking up the right side. Roslovic to Murphy. Behind the goal. And over to the right wing. And up against the boards is Ward. Henrique has him there, and it squeezes loose and goes in behind the Edmonton net. Connor Murphy reverses it to Nurse. Scoreless in the first, just over 6 minutes gone as the Oilers take on the Kings. And comes out from behind the net is Nurse. Nurse weaves up to center on the left wing, off of Frederick and in. Doc goes to the end boards. Ran into Anderson and up the right wing. Byfield got it out to the neutral zone. Moore will go across ice pass. Stepping up was Emberson. Got it to Doc. Doc runs into Anderson. Puck goes in behind the LA net. Then Doughty takes a hard hit from Frederick. Puck in the left wing corner. Frederick to the left wing point. Wallman to Emberson. Emberson, a shot tipped towards the net, but never did get through. Went off the stick of Doc. And Anderson on the left side got it to center ice to Moore. He'll shoot it in. Wallman comes out from behind the Edmonton net. Oilers change the forwards. Jake Wallman. Pass through the middle, off of Savoy and in. Clark will turn to the right wing corner. Float it out through the center ice area. Matthias Ekholm will shoot it right back in as Kopitar will go into the corner. Cross to Clark, who's got Podkolzin on him. Podkolzin gets the turnover now to Savoy on the left wing. To the left wing point. Ekholm over to Bouchard. Bouchard lost it. Panarin's got a breakaway. Panarin comes in. The shot scores. Artemi Panarin goes glove side and makes it 1-0 Los Angeles.
That's not a great play. Evan Bouchard tried to make a move with the blue line, and he got outfoxed by Artemi Panarin. Sometimes you got to take the easy play. Well, Evan's got to get him one back after that.
7:34, time of the goal. Panarin gets his 28th of the year. And the Kings up 1-0 on the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, that's a stone-cold giveaway. You got the top line on the ice, and he tried to drag it around Panarin and just make the quick play.
Dumoulin on the left wing point in the Oiler end. Down the boards, Nugent Hopkins along the boards and lost it. And it right to the blue line to Dumoulin. Now over to Ceci, a shot, and that got blocked in front of the Edmonton net. It goes in behind, and Armia to the left wing.
Oilers got to pick up the work right
Armia,
here.
the shot save made by Ingram. Puck in behind the net, now on the right side. Ceci behind the net to Armia. To the left wing point, Dumoulin walks to the middle on the right wing. The shot, the save made by Ingram off of Taylor Ward, and that goes out of play.
Jones is hurt.
And Jones, yep. far from the Edmonton bench, just at the top of the circle, and he needs assistance
it's not
to get to the Oiler bench. We're going to take a break as Jones goes to the Oiler bench. We've played 8 minutes and 18 seconds of the first period. 1-0. Kings lead the Edmonton Oilers from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers, NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings. Until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in stock, ready to deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings. Until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in Los Angeles. 1-0. The Kings lead the Oilers. We've played 8:18 of the first period. The Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers in support of Every Kid Deserves a Shot, building a future where every kid can be inspired to reach their full potential, both on and off the ice. Get your tickets now to support the great cause. We have a chance of winning a 50-50 jackpot.
You got to manage the game a little bit better there than what Evan Bouchard did. I mean, he's got great offensive ability, but this team is a team that's a front-runner team. They don't like chasing games, and you've given them a 3-goal here.
Face off in the Edmonton zone off the right side. The shot by Kempe, saved by Ingram. Right before the break, Max Jones went to the Oiler dressing room. Edmondson a shot, and that goes off of Wallman. Doesn't get to the Edmonton net, and it bounces out to center. Clark rips the puck in off the stick of Emberson. Emberson's stick broke. Puck in the left wing corner.
Unreal.
Kopitar to Kempe to the right wing point for Edmondson. Edmondson a shot. That misses. Goes to Clark. He's in on the left side. Bumped it in behind the net. Now Szymanski. Over to the left wing for Wallman. Up in the air, and that will come out to center ice. Clark at his own blue line for the Kings. 1-0 Los Angeles here in the first. 10:45 to go in the period. In the right wing corner is Bouchard.
That's what you got to do. Sometimes you just got to punt.
He's got it right out through the middle, and LaFerriere will get it right back in. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Ekholm has it on the left wing. Ekholm through the middle of the ice, off of Savoy and in. Anderson turns on it, Savoy on him, to Doughty behind the net, took a hit from Podkolzin. Savoy with a pass in front of the goal, got blocked, came to Savoy, to the left wing point for Matthias Ekholm. In behind the net to Podkolzin, let it go by to McDavid, up to the right wing blue line, and Bouchard trying to bank it in front of the net. Forsberg will cover it. It'll draw a crowd at the side of the goal. With 10:04 to go in the first, 1-0 Kings lead on the goal by Artemi Panarin. Getting it all sorted out at the side of the Kings net. Looks like it's all good. Oilers probably going to have to do some shuffling here as far as the forwards go.
Because I don't think Jones, the way he went off, he couldn't put any weight on it.
And went right down the tunnel.
Yeah. The Kings have come out and played hard. I mean, the line of Frederick and Doc and Szymanski got in the O-zone and threw some hits, but Jones was the guy they needed to provide some physicality as well. He got hurt trying to make a hit. I'm going to need some juice out of Roslovic. He's a guy that I think can get some more ice time here.
Face off to the left of Forsberg. Puck to the right wing point. Murphy with a shot, and that one goes off of Armia into the right wing corner. Ceci up to the blue line, but Nurse had kept it in to Henrique. In the left wing corner, tied up with Cody Ceci. Then Lawton to the top of the circle to right, and he will get it out, and the puck in the neutral zone. As Roslovic loops back into his own end to Nurse on the left, out through the middle of Lazar, comes into LA territory, drives down the left side, put it on net, and a save made by Forsberg to the blue line. Nurse shot, the save, the rebound just rolls to the goal line and knocked away. The puck cleared out to center ice. What a chance for Edmonton.
Well, Forsberg made a mess of that shot from Nurse.
It was in behind him, and it was about to roll in. It got swept away at the last second. Ward up the left wing for the Kings, got it to center. 1-0 Los Angeles, 9 minutes to go in the first period. Wallman weaves through the middle. Comes in over the line, shoots it. That's blockered away by Forsberg. Byfield, the right wing, got it out. Bouchard to Wallman to Bouchard. Right side to Kapanen. Get it into the Kings zone to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Wallman. A shot. Glove save made by Forsberg off of Jake Wallman, who got sprung up the middle. We're going to take a break. 8:37 to go in the first. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810. Premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll free.
It's game on at City Ford. With a highlight reel lineup of Ford favorites, save up to $10,000 on Escapes, Bronco Sports, and on full-size Broncos. Plus $20,000 on F-150s, and 0% financing options are available on 2026 Ford F-150s. Score a playoff push caliber deal today and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Mexico. Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Kings up 1-0 on Edmonton. 8:37 to go in the first period. Artemi Panarin, the goal scorer at the 7:34 mark. Scoring on the breakaway and unassisted goal, his 28th of the year. Face off in the Kings zone to the right of Forsberg. Szymanski, Doc, and Frederick on the ice with Nurse and Murphy. Kopitar taking the draw for the Kings. Goes to the right corner. Ceci won't get it out. Took a hard hit, too, from Doc. Panarin will try to clear. He does to Kempe. Kempe through the middle of the ice. On the right now to Ceci. Off the end boards to the left for Panarin. Off the top of the circle to the blue line. Here's Ceci, a shot saved by Ingram. Held on as Cody Ceci leaned into one. Top of the circle on the right side.
Cody Ceci's always been able to shoot the puck. Kings trying to get that top line out against anybody other than McDavid's line. McDavid just had a shift with Nugent Hopkins and Kapanen. Again, I think Roslovic's a guy that could be a swing guy here in lieu of the fact that you don't have Draisaitl, you don't have Hyman, you don't have Dickinson, and now you don't have Max Jones, who had been moved up in the top 9 to kind of replace Dickinson, albeit not at center.
Walman will get it to center ice to Roslovic. Will snap a pass across on the left to Henrique into the Kings zone in front of the net. And that went off a skate, almost went in. That pass banked off of Clark, and now down the right wing, Kempe into the Oilers zone to Clark, but he will come out over the line, and the Kings have to reset. Edmondson will shoot it in.
Cam, as you know, Edmonton had they scored 8 goals, but they had some puck luck in that game. They've had none in this game so far. They've had 2 pucks that could have rolled in the net and didn't.
Clark out from behind his goal for the Kings. The right wing off of Trevor Moore. It's center ice. Edmondson on the right side. Byfield trying to get to it. He won't. Moore follows the play. LaFerriere, a shot to save made by Ingram. A redirection by Byfield. Byfield to the right wing point. Doughty lets it go. Went off of Podkolzin. The puck in behind the net. Moore over to the left. Moore up against the boards with Bouchard. Goes to the right side for Doughty. Towards the goal saved by Ingram. Byfield to Doughty to Byfield. He's top of the circle, right wing in the Oiler end, and he lost it. And it's McDavid coming out. McDavid into the Kings zone on the left wing. Spins back to the boards. Across to Bouchard. Went off his skate. Bouchard now to the slot. To McDavid over to the left side. Save made by Forsberg off of Savoy. They'll cover it up. McDavid gets into it. Right in front of that Kings net. The net gets knocked off. And everybody is up against the glass inside the Kings zone. Sounds like McDavid and Doughty are getting penalties.
Well,
good save by Forsberg off of Savoy.
They're going after McDavid here. Well, you know what? Tonight's Kopitar's last game here. If they're going to sit there and rough up McDavid, maybe you have to engage some other players on LA. Make their life a little bit more difficult.
Los Angeles penalty number 8. Edmonton penalty number 97. 2 minutes each for roughing.
6:45 to go in the first. 1-0 Kings lead. Get the net secured in behind Anton Forsberg. Forsberg made a good stop off of Savoy.
He's made some stops here.
He has. There's a nice setup. McDavid dished it over to Savoy. And Forsberg got there to shut the door.
There's no question they're laying it on physically against them. The Oilers are hitting the Kings D, but there's no question the Kings are physical against McDavid here.
So we'll go 4-on-4. Nugent Hopkins and Roslovic with Bouchard and Ekholm. Kopitar and Moore on the ice up front for LA. Edmondson and Clark on the back end.
Not sure why Nugent Hopkins gets way down to the circle there. Looked to me like Kopitar chopped at the stick twice in a row. Won the draw as a result.
Clark's got it on the right wing to Kopitar. Cross to Edmondson to Clark. The 4-on-4. Oilers down by 1 in the first. And Moore through the middle for Los Angeles. Right wing to Clark. Comes into the Oilers zone. Comes across the top. Gives it to Edmondson on the left wing. A shot save made by Ingram as Moore was in front of the net looking for the redirection. Ingram held on.
Ice looks slow. It's never good here. I mean, this is a busy building. It's never good. And the Kings are not what we would call a fast team. In baseball, there used to be, remember the Cardinals, how fast they were back in the 80s? There'd be allegations that they watered down the bases a bit. Ice has never been great here.
Off the draw in the Oiler end, puck in the right wing corner is Murphy. Right wing to Roslovic, out through center to Nurse. Nurse into the Kings zone, off the left wing boards, and then Kempe gets control for Los Angeles. To Panarin on the right. And Panarin will loft it down. Kempe's going to get to it. It hit the corner boards. Ingram had to play it. On the right side, Clark pulls it off the right side and had to go off his stick as he was spinning towards the Edmonton net. And through the middle is Nurse. 5:45 to go in the first period. 1-0 Los Angeles. Nurse into the Los Angeles zone. A shot, and that misses in the glove side. Panarin to center ice, and now will at his own line into his own end. Give the puck to Clark, now to Lawton. And Lawton into the Oiler end. Left wing to Anderson to the left wing corner for Scott Lawton. Lawton lost the puck to Bouchard. Bouchard will start a rush for Edmonton. 30 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Kapanen brings it in over the line. He'll drop it. Give it to Savoy. Now to Bouchard to the middle. A couple of moves, but lost it. And Armia is going to come out for Los Angeles. At the Edmonton blue line to Lawton. Hit him in the skate with it. Armia along the left wing boards. Checked on the play by Wallman. Then came in. Armia trying to protect the puck. Has it on the left side, top of the circle. Armia looking towards the net. His shot off of Wallman. Hit the corner boards. It will come out. We're back to 5-on-5. Doughty with it inside his own end across to Dumoulin.
Frederick giving a little love tap Doughty's way.
Dumoulin, left wing corner. To center ice to Byfield. Steers it in. Ingram on the backhand. On the right for Frederick to Murphy. Murphy gets out through center. Now to Nurse. Drops the puck. Frederick on the left wing. His pass in front. He was looking for puck goals, and that hit a stick. And it'll be more to get it through center for Los Angeles. To Byfield will dump it in.
Good hit.
Then he takes a hard hit. Murphy stepped up on the play, and flying out of the zone is McDavid. Into the Kings and down the right wing. A backhanded hit a stick. Goes to the side of the net. Batted off the side of the goal by Roslovic. And it's cleared out by Clark. 3:48 to go in the first. 1-0 Los Angeles leads. Anderson inside his own blue line to Clark. Back to Mikey Anderson. On the right wing. Goes just into the Oiler end. Josh Szymanski forced back by Hellenius.
That's not a slash. Boy, these guys, they're having a rough start to this game, let me tell you.
Bouchard on the right wing, out through center. Across to Matthias Ekholm into the Kings end. Ekholm left wing corner in front of the net. Went off of Forsberg. Driving hard to the net was Doc, but Forsberg kept it out.
I'll tell you right now, Forsberg has fought every puck that's been in tight. Oilers got to keep directing pucks on goal here.
Doc will shoot it in.
He's spilling rebounds left and right.
Kempe into the middle and a little far for Kopitar. Nugent Hopkins to Wallman. To Nugent Hopkins. Spins away from Kempe. Into the middle for Emberson. Over the Los Angeles line. Right wing. Henrique went to shoot it. His stick snaps in half. And the puck goes into the right wing corner. It's along the boards. And CC to Kempe. And that won't get out. So Dumoulin's got to go back to get it. Across to CC. CC off the glass and out. Nurse inside the Edmonton blue line. To Murphy on the right wing. Will shoot it in. 2:24 to go in the first. 1-0 Kings lead. Left wing side. Podkolzin put it through the slot. Goes over to the right. Murphy. Right wing point. Kept it to the line. Goes to Savoy. His cross-ice pass blocked. He'll get it back. Now to Nurse on the left wing. A shot. And that one hit. All sorts of traffic in front. Dumoulin will clear it. And it won't be hard enough for icing. As Murphy will stop in behind the Edmonton net. Murphy, right wing, Vasily Podkolzin. The right side to Savoy. Chops it into the Kings zone. Doughty to Armia on the right wing. Armia's able to shoot it in. It's going to roll right to Ingram. He's going to cover it. And we'll be able to take a break with 1:43 to go here in the first. 1-0 Kings lead the Oilers. From the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, Builders. Please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new volcano pizza, they keep bringing the flavor. Born in OilCountry, made in OilCountry, they're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, EM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth. All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, 1-0 Kings lead the Edmonton Oilers. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off in the Oilers zone to the left of Connor Ingram. Played the first 40 minutes in that 5-2 win in San Jose on Wednesday. Stopped 8 out of 10. Tristan Jarry played the third period. Stopped all 4 he faced. Kopitar out of the face-off circle.
I'll tell you, Max Jones is done for the game. Will not return.
So Oilers down a forward in this game. Kempe taking the draw against Henrique. Puck to the right wing point. Clark behind the net to Kopitar. Goes to the right wing point for Brant Clark. A shot towards the Edmonton net that sails wide. Panarin has it on the left wing. Panarin a couple of moves. A pass that goes off of Roslovic into the corner. Nurse can bump it behind the net to Murphy up the right wing for Henrique. Now to Roslovic. Right side to McDavid. His pass got blocked by Kopitar and kept in. Here's Roslovic to Henrique. A shot just off the arm of Forsberg. McDavid a shot. The save by Forsberg on the right pad.
Man. Henrique's got to put that in. That's a free look. Wow.
Kempe will get it out. We're into the last minute here in the first. 1-0 Kings lead the Oilers.
Edmonton not sharp around the net. They've had some looks in this game.
On the right wing, Byfield will give the puck to LaFerriere. A shot and a save made by Ingram. Got it with the right pad. On the right side, Doughty missed LaFerriere behind the net. Bouchard up to the line, got it out to McDavid. He's into the King zone to the left wing. His shot from the angle, saved by Forsberg, and the rebound went to the middle, and it was Byfield to get it out to LaFerriere. Into the Oilers' end. He'll dump it around on the left wing boards. 20 seconds to go in the period. Anderson to Doughty. A shot blocked by Podkolzin. McDavid through the middle of the ice. 12 seconds to work with. To Kapanen on the right wing. Into the King zone. Right wing corner to Bouchard. Tacked around on the right side, and Armia got it out.
I know Kapanen was tired, but he's got to keep his feet moving there.
Period ends. Oilers down 1-0 to the Kings. After 20 minutes, Edmonton had their looks. They had chances.
They had chances. Not sharp, stone cold giveaway on the lone goal of the period to Artemi Panarin, courtesy of Evan Bouchard. Had some looks around the net, just didn't finish. Gonna have to dig in. The Kings have brought a competitive phase to today's game. Now, I will say the Doc and Frederick are hitting everything in sight, but the Oilers, frankly, a guy like Bouchard could elevate a little bit more. He looks a little sleepy in this game. He's too important of a player, and the one thing we know about Bouch is he can get over the occasional mistake and elevate his performance, and that's something I'm going to be looking for here in period number 2. But they're on McDavid, and the Oilers got to lean on some of their guys, too.
Oilers with lots of chances haven't been able to solve Anton Forsberg yet. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers on the goal by Artemi Panarin. We are after 20 here at the Crypto.com Arena as Brendan Escott and Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big deal. Not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford It's a Big Deal.
All right now. That first period gave us some ambition. Just hanging with the crew, that's the tradition. We're kicking back and loving this intermission. We're Oilers after dark, feel the superstition. A soulful groove, a winning coalition. Gonna light it up, that's the one condition. Yeah. Oilers after dark during intermission. Yeah, Oilers after dark, we hit the scene. Living out a true Edmonton dream. Slide out on the ice so fresh and clean. On the coolest machine you've ever seen. Oh, come and ride the Zamboni. Come and ride the Zamboni with me. We're on the Zamboni. Woo! We're on the Zamboni. Yeah! Come and ride the Zamboni. Come on, come and ride the Zamboni. Yeah, ride the Zamboni.
It's Brendan Escott here, Rob Brown. Final road game of the season for the Oilers. There was some feistiness to it, pretty sloppy play otherwise. Rob, what did you make of that all?
You could tell these teams don't like each other. I think that was pretty obvious. There was a physicality and a nastiness in the physicality, led by star players, a couple of Hall of Famers, McDavid and Drew Doughty going at it, Team Canada teammates. So, so there's an animosity between these two teams. I thought the Oilers had some really good shifts. I mean, Forsberg made some big saves in that period. 2 or 3 huge ones where the LA Kings made big mistakes. Their goalie bailed them out. The Oilers made one huge mistake, Evan Bouchard. Game or puck management. You can't, when you're the high guy, a curl and drag or a toe pick around or a toe drag around a defenseman or forward coming out at you, you've got to realize who it is. You got no one behind you, and it's Panarin. He is as they said on the game tonight, the 5th highest scoring player in the NHL since he came into the league. There's risk reward. The risk, if you don't get around him or you get poke checked, it's a breakaway by one of the world's best. So a mistake by Bouchard there, and Panarin made no mistake. But in all, I thought the Oilers had a pretty good road period, and probably a little unfortunate that they didn't get any puck luck and are trailing after one, because I thought they were probably a little bit better than the Kings in that first 20 minutes, just weren't rewarded for it.
Yeah, nearly were rewarded for it on that play in which Cody Ceci dove back to sweep a puck off the goal line and make a miraculous save there for his goaltender, help him out. What did you see on that one?
Well, it's funny. It's almost like the goal that McDavid scored in San Jose, where the puck is sitting right on the goal line, and it was a race between McDavid's stick and Desharnais' stick. McDavid was just a little bit quicker, and he got the puck and went in the net. This is the opposite. It's Ceci and Lazar both trying to, get to a puck that's rolling towards the empty net. Ceci got there a little bit quicker. And, I mean, when you talk about puck luck, Ceci makes a great play. He gets his stick and he knocks the puck off the goal line. But when you're doing that, you're in desperation mode. So you have no idea really where you're hitting the puck. You're just trying to hit it away from crossing the line there. Hits the puck, it goes off the goal post and bounces out. That could hit so many other ways and gone into the net. So a little bit of puck there, but good for Cody Ceci, realizing that his goaltender was caught in out of position and was able to dive back. But to me, the Oilers created more of those good looks than the Kings did. But the one key to the game before this one started between Bob Stauffer and I, as I said, that the key for the Oilers would be to get a lead on the LA Kings. They do not score very much. So you would rather the Kings be chasing a game. So unfortunately for the Oilers, they fell behind, and now they are the team that's chasing.
Yeah, 1-0 the score line after 20 minutes at Crypto.com Arena. 10-9 the shots, which do favor the Oilers in that opening frame, but nothing to show for it, unfortunately, on the scoreboard. Now, the scrums were very entertaining. You don't often get to see McDavid that riled up. He stuck Doughty pretty good there. I was worried about a spearing call for a half second anyway, although I think more of the attempt was there than the contact was actually made in the end. But these teams, as you mentioned, Rod, they don't like each other, and they're fired up right now.
They are. And it started, on the penalties that Dowd... No, it was, I guess, before the penalties. It was when Doughty was kind of hung up on the back of the net and McDavid came and drilled him from behind. That was the first scrum. And that was McDavid starting it. He's trying to get a little emotion into this game. But yeah, he's been involved in a lot. And he's now drew the ire of the Kings. As you saw late in the period, McDavid, who, when he gets fired up physically, it usually translates into a very good game for him as well. He went behind the net. He's yelling at Murphy from about the blue line, leave it, leave it. He came end to end. Edmondson made a really nice play on him and then gave him 2 big cross checks afterwards. More just kind of saying, hey, settle down. So it was kind of funny. But yeah, I believe this is going to get a little nastier as this game moves on, as these two teams desperate for points. And who knows? At some point in these playoffs, they may play each other for the 5th straight year. So I think there's some messages being sent.
Yeah, it would certainly seem that way. And it's nice to see the involvement because games like this really lend themselves to a Trent Frederick and a Colton Dock being engaged and really contributing to things, which I thought they did in the first period. And not only that, I believe there was one that they didn't credit on the broadcast to Curtis Lazar. Was it not Curtis Lazar that absolutely tattooed somebody below the goal line, or was that indeed Trent Frederick? Did you see this?
I saw it. I think it was Cody Ceci. They got absolutely crushed.
That's correct.
They said Trent Frederick.
I thought it was Lazar.
And I believe them, but I didn't get a good enough look at it. Fair. So you're my partner. I'm going to believe you and say that they were misspoken on the broadcast, and you were right. But no, I didn't see it. But I do notice that Curtis Lazar has been effective again. Mm-hmm. You love, as a coaching staff, having a veteran player that, he might sit 2 or 3 games. He comes in, he gives you the exact same consistent effort. And then he'll score a goal, but we pull him out of the lineup the next game, doesn't get down on himself, comes back and gives you the same honest effort. That's the kind of player that you want in your dressing room. That's the kind of player you want around the rest of your players.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got a middle frame coming up here. What do you want to see the Oilers do? How are you coaching them up in terms of getting out on the front foot now? I know they don't have the lead, but assuming they can get the lead, how do you see them getting there?
Well, I think that Forsberg looks locked in. When he's locked in, one of the things you get in front of him, he came way out on a couple of the shots, but that's because there was no one between him and the shooter. So you get in his lane. If you're standing in the white ice, he can't come through you. That keeps him back further in the net, which opens up better angles to shoot at. So I think as good as Forsberg was in that period, he saw every shot. So for me, if I'm the Oilers, continue to shoot, but have a presence in front of the eyes of the goaltender Forsberg, make it a little bit harder on him.
Love it. That's Rob Brown. We've got 40 minutes left, or perhaps a little more in regulation anyway, for this one between the Kings and Edmonton Oilers, which Los Angeles leads right now, 1-0 the score. We'll step out. We're at the intermission right now. We'll come back with the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell. The Liberal National Convention is in its final day in Montreal, with Prime Minister Mark Carney making his keynote address. Earlier, Liberal Party grassroots voted in favor of barring children under the age of 16 from accessing social media accounts. The policy right now is non-binding. Over to the Middle East, delegates from the U.S. and Iran meeting today to discuss terms for peace in Pakistan. Senior fellow and senior director of the Iran program at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, Behnam Ben Taleblo, suggests overall peace is unlikely to come from the talks, but there could be new de-escalation frameworks designed. Elsewhere, attacks against the Iranian-backed Hezbollah in Lebanon continued today. The Lebanese Health Ministry says over 2,000 people have been killed by Israeli strikes in Lebanon in the 6th week of the conflict. And a City of Victoria spokesperson says the investigation into the cause of a chlorine gas exposure at a local recreation facility is ongoing. Yesterday, it prompted an evacuation and a shelter-in-place order for the surrounding area. From the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell.
Steelhaus Triton, two legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Score savings on your next vacation with Jet Set Parking. Take your love of hockey wherever the team goes. With self-park and valet park options, 24/7 shuttles, and transparent pricing, Jet Set Parking is there for every big moment. For a limited time, get 40% off airport parking with promo code HOCKEY when you book online. Book by April 15th for travel before July 31st. Limited spots available. Use code HOCKEY for 40% off airport parking at jetsetparking.com/YEG. Terms and conditions apply.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Kings leading things through 20 minutes of play, and it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. The Washington Capitals leading the Pittsburgh Penguins 4-3 right now. That's the only other active game. One final to tell you about. No, two, actually. The Lightning and Bruins went final 2-1 Lightning. Senators beat the Islanders 3-0. Shut them out. Later, it's the Red Wings hosting New Jersey. The Blackhawks get the Blues, Predators and Wilds, and the Stars and Rangers. The Utah Mammoth get Carolina as well. Those are all your 3 o'clock Mountain Time starts. At 5, it's the Maple Leafs and Panthers. Montreal gets Columbus on home ice. Winnipeg and Philadelphia in a very meaningful postseason kind of game there. Calgary visiting Seattle, and the Golden Knights will visit Colorado as well. San Jose hosting the Vancouver Canucks. Toronto Blue Jays in action as well, as we turn our attention to the other screen in this room and see that they are down 7-2 after 7 innings of play at Rogers Center. That is the out-of-town scoreboard. They lost George Springer today, by the way. Broken toe unfortunately, in this game versus Minnesota. That's the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers looking to claw back into this one against a feisty Kings team. Feisty one today at Crypto.com. That's where we go next. We're at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club-size, fresh promise, hit-of-the-month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com Arena, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 1-0 Kings lead. We're getting ready for the second period. And I can tell you the Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. That current jackpot already at $310,000. It's climbing fast. And our next lucky winner, it's going to be drawn tonight. So get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50 and don't miss out on a chance to win big. Get set here for the second.
Oilers need to pick up the EQ a bit, the intensity a bit. There was some loose change in around Anton Forsberg 3 separate times in that period. Edmonton couldn't convert. Henrique missed a tap-in setup from Connor McDavid. I would have just preferred Connor shooting the puck there, but...
Lazar, Henrique, Roslovic with Ekholm and Bouchard to start the period for Edmonton. And the puck at the LA line. Clark on the right, off of Kempe and in. Ingram to play it, gets it up on the glass. It goes off of Kempe. And Aaron, puck to the boards. And there was Roslovic to get it out for Edmonton. Clark at center ice to Kopitar. Cross ice, that's picked off by Roslovic. Now on the left wing to McDavid. To the left wing corner, he'll get it out. The shot by Henrique. That was blocked by Clark. Left wing point, Ekholm keeping it in for the Oilers. Pokes it into the left wing corner. Edmondson shovels it around the boards. He'll come up to Kempe, and he's able to get it out of the zone as Bouchard will stop in behind the Edmonton net. Just underway here in the second. 1-0 Kings lead. Pass by Bouchard. Knocked down by Laferriere. He'll shoot it in.
Evans having a rough game here. He's got to pick it up.
Ekholm up the left wing. Off of Frederick. Up to Doc. Into the King zone. Crisscrosses. Gives it to McDavid. Trying to get the backhand pass to Doc. Went off the end of his stick. Frederick, right wing side. Just past McDavid. It goes top of the circle. Moore will get that out to Laferriere. Down the left wing into the Oilers zone. Laferriere behind the net to Moore. Then came McDavid. Found Nurse, and on the left wing to Frederick. He'll get to center ice. Laferriere took him off of it. Doughty to Anderson. To Moore. Now kind of just in over the Edmonton line. Nurse right back out to center. Doughty will shoot it in. Chasing after it is Armia. Murphy got to it first for the Oilers. Got it to the right wing. Lawton's going to keep it in for the Kings. To Armia in behind the net. Over to the right side. Jared Wright up against the boards for Los Angeles. In there with Szymanski. Puck gets tied up for a moment. Now Szymanski gets it free to Murphy, and on the right wing, up in the air and out. Glove down, Dumoulin to Armia. Unable to get into the Oiler end. And Wright will shoot it off of Nurse or the linesman, and it goes into the Oiler zone. Murphy in the right wing corner across to Nurse. On the left wing, stepping up was Ceci. Puck goes to Dumoulin. Left wing, off a Ward, and that hit the corner glass at the Kings bench. We get a whistle. 2 minutes, 25 seconds gone in the second. 1-0 LA leads.
Interesting that the fourth rotation through, I'm just looking for Coles in here, and Savoy not getting a shift in the first 4 shifts of the period.
Face off right at center. Lazar, Roslovic, and Henrique right back out. They started the period.
Right, and then it was Doc and Frederick with McDavid.
Puck shot into the LA end. And Joseph bounce it out to center ice. Wallman on the back end, out through the middle. Puck comes back towards Wallman to center, and Joseph's got it now for Los Angeles. Missed Ward in front of the LA bench. And Henrique in over the LA line to Roslovic. Now to Lazar. His shot just sails wide. Penalty coming up to the Kings when they touch it. Now they do. Henrique got knocked down in front of the net. It's going to be an interference call against the Kings, and the Edmonton Oilers get the first power play of the game.
Edmonton with the number 1 ranked power play in the National Hockey League at 30.7%. They went 3 for 3 against
Los Angeles penalty number 92. 2 minutes interference.
3 for 3 against San Jose. The Kings are 30th ranked in the penalty kill at 74.8.
Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off in the King zone to the right of Forsberg. 1-0. Los Angeles leads. We're 2:59 into the second period. Nugent Hopkins will take the draw against Lawton.
This guy's been waving guys out all game.
In theory. Well, it'll be McDavid now against Lawton.
Lawton's a good face-off man.
Puck goes behind the Kings net. Left side to Quentin Byfield. He'll drill it all the way down the ice.
He's one of the best in the league, actually.
Bouchard will start the rush for the Oilers. Bouchard to center, right wing to Nugent Hopkins. Got into the Kings zone. It goes into the skates of Edmondson. He'll give it to Ceci behind the net. He won't be able to get it out. Roslovic to McDavid, but that's over his stick, and it comes out and down the ice. Bouchard will pick it up. Up the right wing, McDavid gathers speed, but it's a cross-ice pass to Podkolzin. Stop inside the King zone to the right wing corner. Nugent Hopkins to the right wing point to Bouchard. Now to Nugent Hopkins. He's top of the circle, right wing. To Bouchard on the blue line. Left point to McDavid. McDavid spins towards the boards. He's back up to the line. Left wing corner for Roslovic to McDavid. McDavid out to Bouchard in the middle on the blue line. Bouchard, right wing point to McDavid. McDavid through the middle of the ice to the right side, top of the circle. McDavid forced back to the point by Anderson, right wing corner to Nugent Hopkins. He'll come up. He'll give it to Roslovic. What a save made by Forsberg. Roslovic got the pass in the slot. He one-timered it, and Forsberg snared it with the glove.
The only problem with that is it took you 1 minute and 21 to get a shot on goal on that power play. Again, they went 3 for 3 last game. Put pucks to the net early. No net front there in the setup as Nugent Hopkins found Roslovic. Now Byfield out to take the draw here. Lawton's at 59%. Byfield's only at 45.5.
And the puck goes to Roslovic to the left wing point to Bouchard. Now to McDavid on the left, down the left wing, out front to Podkolzin. The save by Forsberg, and the puck cleared down the ice.
That was a great A look for Podkolzin, and Forsberg made a nice stop.
Bouchard out from behind the net. Penalty over in 20 seconds. 1-0 Kings here in the second period. 4:45 gone. Bouchard to the middle. McDavid pass on the right wing. Hit a stick. Now goes to Nugent Hopkins. To McDavid out of the right wing corner. Looking out to the slot. He'll shoot. Save. Forsberg covers it up. Penalty over in 4 seconds.
Well, you got 3 shots on goal. Just not quite the same net front without a guy by the name of Zach Hyman. And not the quite same one-timer option without Leon Draisaitl, who does lead all NHL players in power play goals since the start of the 16-17 season. Savoy out here with Henrique and Kapanen. Again, no Max Jones. Edmonton's down 11 forwards.
Puck gets onto the stick of Henrique. To the right wing point to Nurse. The penalty is over. Into the corner to Kapanen. He'll go behind the Kings net. Drop it to Savoy. His pass off a stick goes in behind the goal. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play. 1-0 Kings lead. 5:15 gone here in the second period. Kopitar right side to Kempe. It's Kempe to Doughty. He'll go across to Kopitar into the Oilers zone. To Kempe, a shot and a glove save made by Ingram as Adrian Kempe leaned into one from a ways out.
Well, Kapanen had a really good stretch right before the Olympic break where he scored in back-to-back games, and now he was playing with Draisaitl. Draisaitl bought him some time and space. Savoy with a quick shift. Lazar out here to take the draw, right side draw. Oilers D-zone. Curtis is over 62% in the face-off circle against Kopitar.
Face-off to the right of Ingram. Nurse in the right wing corner. Off the boards and out. Clark has it inside his own line for the Kings.
This has the feel of a night or an afternoon game where Edmonton's just not sharp around the net. And Forsberg maybe has settled down from spilling some pucks early, Cam.
Inside the Edmonton zone, Henrique off the right wing boards and out. Edmondson to Kopitar, now to Clark. To Edmondson. He's inside his line. To Clark. Right wing. Off of Kempe and in. Ingram left it to Murphy. To the line. It won't. Well, it will get out as Lawton got pushed out of the zone by Kapanen. Clark will drill it right back in, but that was offside against the Kings. As we played 6 minutes and 14 seconds of the second, we're going to take a break. 1-0. Los Angeles leading the Edmonton Oilers. From the Crypto.com arena in LA, it's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit edmontonsbesthotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here in Los Angeles, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 1-0 Kings lead. First period goal by Artemi Panarin. That's been it so far. Edmonton's had their chances, quite a few of them actually. And Anton Forsberg has been solid between the pipes for LA so far. Edmonton out shooting the Kings 13-10. Dumoulin to Lawton will get the puck into the Oilers zone on the backhand. Wallman goes behind the net. Slides out on the right side.
Move it.
Up through the middle, off the stick of Frederick. It goes into LA territory. Szymanski into the left wing corner, taking the boards by Ceci. Lawton won't get it out. Puck to the line. Emberson will walk in a shot, and that one bounced off a body and goes wide of the net. Szymanski will keep it in, sails it on goal. Glove saved by Forsberg, and we get the whistle. And now Lawton hit Szymanski after that shot, and that draws a crowd. Everybody tied up. Colton Dock in the middle of it.
Yeah, Dock and Frederick are there. The Oilers got the right guys. So, yeah, it's a predatory hit from Scott Lawton. He knew what he was doing. Hits him from the side. And that's one where Szymanski gets a little bit more experience. So see him coming and protect himself a little bit more. Might have to have your stick up there a little. Going to be interesting to see what happens here with Lawton. He's a Leafs 8.5 with 3 and the 1.5. Does he go back to Toronto?
Maybe. Ontario guy.
Yeah, we're not talking the Ontario Reign.
No.
I mean, LA's Kopitar is retiring. That's been announced.
Yeah.
We've got Kuzmenko's in UFA at 4.3.
Injured right now.
Yes. And then they've done extensions with Panarin, 2 years at $11 million, kick in next year. And Kempe, 8 years at $10.65 million, kicks in next year. And lots of cap space.
Face off to the right of Forsberg. Yeah. Dropped it once, so I'll have to do it again.
The lines have been earned.
Yep. Lawton's out of the face-off circle.
This has been a very sleepy hockey game.
Armia against Brian Nugent-Hopkins. And the puck on the left wing point. Nurse bumped it into the corner, and Dumoulin takes it off the boards. Will get it just to the line. It was knocked back in. Oilers get caught on the offside.
Of course, much criticism here in Los Angeles. 4 years for Cody Ceci at 4.5, and 3 years at 3 for Brian Dumoulin, who those are veteran defensemen, and Ken Holland, their GM, likes veterans. We know that. I've always felt that Cody Ceci got a bit of a overly critical lens in Edmonton. He was a decent 4 or 5 defenseman for the Oilers for much of his time. Don't know if I would be paying him $4.5 million times 4 years on extension, but I'm not Ken Holland. He's the GM.
Dumoulin up the right wing, or Edmondson up the right wing, off the stick of Kempe, and it goes into the Oilers zone. Ingram got it around the glass. That goes off the glass and out of play. Face off in the Oiler end.
It's going to be about our 249 stoppage and play here.
There's been a lot of icings. There's been
first 27 minutes of this game.
Offsides. Yeah, it's taken a little while to find its footing here this afternoon. Face off to the left of Connor Ingram. It'll be Henrique to take the draw against Kopitar. At the top of the circle, bumped into the corner.
Where's the support?
Nurse to the left wing, but Kempe is there for the Kings. And Kempe passed to the middle. Off a stick, goes to the right wing point for Clark. His shot sails wide of the Edmonton net. Edmondson kept it in. On the left wing is Panarin. He's top of the circle across to Kempe, and he healed the one-timer, and it goes into the corner. Otherwise, that had a pretty good chance. Puck to the right wing point. Clark to the left to Edmondson. Now to Panarin. To Edmondson. He shoots it, and that one off of Henrique. And the puck cleared out. Nurse takes a hit from Edmondson. Crowd reacts to it. Clark will dump it in.
Well, Edmondson's a physical player. We know that.
Murphy out from behind the Edmonton goal. Long pass on the left. Off of McDavid, sticking in. Forsberg around the glass. Got it on the left side to LaFerriere. And he comes into the Oiler end. Then he got caught on the play by McDavid. Gets it out on the left side to Savoy, only to the Kings line.
Savoy almost found Podkolzin for a breakaway here.
Anderson sets up in behind his net for the Kings. 1-0 Los Angeles. 8:20 gone here in the second period. Doughty in the right wing corner. Through the middle, off of Moore, bounces to the side of the Edmonton net. Ingram on the left wing to McDavid. He'll come into the Kings zone. Top of the circle, and Doughty swept it off his stick and out. Bouchard inside his own blue line.
You got to give them some options. They're way too separated, the forwards. Now they're going for a line change. They're lucky LA only forechecks one guy. Stationary breakout for Edmonton.
As Ekholm at the side of the Edmonton net. It's a long pass off the stick of Doc. Goes into the Kings zone. Doughty off the glass and out. Wallman wheels in behind the goal. Up the right wing to Emberson, but Emberson's getting forced back. Has to go across to Wallman. Wallman out to center ice off of Doc, and now he'll get control. Comes into the Kings zone. Stops along the right wing boards. Give the puck to Szymanski.
Szymanski's got to be quicker with his decisions right now.
In by Dumoulin. Dumoulin takes the puck. Stops behind his net. Right wing corner for Ceci. Up the right wing boards. Got it out. Comes back to Ceci. Then Ceci over the center ice line will shoot it in. Emberson to Wallman. Won't get out. Clark keeping it in. Right wing for Joseph. Now in behind the net. And right threw it in front of the Edmonton goal, but unable to get a stick on it was Lawton, and out to center for Edmonton is Lazar, and he'll shoot it and go after it in the left wing corner. Just over halfway gone in the second. 1-0 Kings lead the Oilers. Roslovic from the right wing, a shot, a right pad save by Forsberg. There was a big rebound. Edmonton couldn't find the handle. Henrique's got it right wing to the line to Murphy. A shot blocked, and it bounces up to the line, and out through the middle is Lawton. Lawton for the Kings into the Oilers zone. A shot, and that goes wide of the Edmonton net. Wright has it in the corner behind the net to Armia, trying to sweep it in front. He does, but through the crease. It goes to the right wing point. Doughty off the right side. A snapshot, and that hits a couple sets of legs. Doesn't get through. It's on the left wing point. Kopitar to Doughty. Looking for a redirect. It hit Anderson. It goes wide of the Edmonton goal. Nurse will put it up in the air and out. Doughty inside his own line. 1-0 Kings here in the second. 9 minutes to go. Kopitar, a little back pass right to Nugent Hopkins of the Oilers. Comes into the Kings' end and goes towards Forsberg. Got it into the left wing corner. Up to the line, Panarin. Now to Kopitar. Comes into the Oiler end. Right side to Kempe. A shot, and that's blocked by Ekholm. Puck in the left wing corner. Ekholm. Left wing for McDavid. Doesn't get it out. Panarin kept it in. He just missed Kempe. He would have been in all alone. It's McDavid to center ice. Over the LA blue line, left wing point. Ekholm, a shot, and it rises off the stick of Kopitar. That'll go over the glass and out of play. We're going to take a break. 8:27 to go in the second. 1-0 Kings lead the Oilers from the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road just east of the Henday, Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
OilCountry.com. Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Kings lead the Oilers. 8:27 to go in the second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. Timmy Panarin, the only goal scorer. That came 7:34 into the first period. Scored it on a breakaway. His 28th of the year.
Well, let's call a spade a spade. He scored it on a bad turnover.
Well, it was a breakaway, but yeah, it was
by Evan Bouchard that led to Bouchard's got to get it back. And I got news for you. I don't know if Edmonton falls behind 2-0 in this game if they can win the game. This has got to feel that you're going to have to do something here.
Bouchard off the left wing point. Over to the boards, but LaFerriere to get it out to Moore. Moore into the Oiler end, and Byfield was in early. It's offside against the Kings.
Well, if anybody's going to know how to play against Edmonton, it's the LA Kings, because they've lost to them 4 years in a row in the playoffs. And some might say, well, that's a sign they actually don't know how to play against Edmonton, but they've certainly had lots of experience, and they frankly have had a good record in the regular season. But the Oilers won in 7, 6, 5, and 6 against LA, including the Kings tanking the 2-0 lead in last year's series. They have taken time and space away from Connor all game. Very similar to how the Oilers' D has been, relatively speaking, pretty good in this game, other than the one turnover.
Ceci on the right wing will shoot it in. Emberson to Wallman. You get a lot on his clearing attempt, and Doc to Wallman. And now across to Emberson on the right wing side and through the middle of Szymanski. No. Just missed Frederick. It went over his stick. Doc will come into the King zone. Dumps the puck. It goes in behind the LA net. Ceci to Hellenius. Now on the left wing. Dumoulin over to Ceci. Ceci will get it on the right wing boards. Off of Ward and out. Bouchard inside his own zone. Long pass up to McDavid. David to the middle, cross to Bouchard, comes into the LA end, turns to the right wing boards. Bouchard, now to McDavid, towards the net, and that shot got blocked by Doughty. Off the right wing, puck goals in, let it go, misses short side. Ekholm, the left wing point, into the left wing corner. Byfield without a stick.
They'll take a face-off here. They're just going to get the puck free.
They're waiting to get this thing loose. Still up against the boards in the Kings zone. Podkolzin trying to jam it loose. McDavid lurking, waiting for the loose puck. Now he goes up against the boards. He gets pinned. It'll come to the line, and Moore got it out.
Ceci did a great job there.
Ekholm just inside the Edmonton zone.
Move your feet.
And a pass through the middle. Savoy to McDavid into the King end, top of the circle. McDavid across the line. That came out, and Murphy brought it back in. It's offside against Edmonton. 6:29 to go in the second. 1-0 LA leads.
Well, we knew the Kings can defend. They're the 7th best team in the league defensively at 2.92 goals against per game. They don't score easy, which is why you can't hand them goals. And that's the difference in this game. The giveaway from Bouchard off an offensive cycle and 150-foot breakaway for their best offensive player, Timmy Panarin. That's the wrong guy to turn it over to. And he beat Ingram. I mean, the shots in this game are only 15-11 for Edmonton. And they got 3 shots in the power play, so this game is even.
Puck flipped out. And it goes to the Edmonton blue line. Clark on the right wing to the right wing corner. Pass in front of the net. Oh, what a save by Ingram in the left pad. That was redirected in front of the goal, and Ingram with a tremendous stop, and Roslovic will get it out.
He just pulled one out of the net for the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins was sleeping a bit there.
It's on the left point. Nurse into the left wing corner. Hit Roslovic. Kapanen off the left side. Taken to the boards by Kopitar, and the puck comes out. Panarin gets his stick lifted by Kapanen. Puck goes into the Edmonton zone. Kopitar to the right wing corner. Couldn't get a pass in front. Nugent Hopkins blocked it, and Roslovic will clear it.
You know, with no Draisaitl and Hyman, they're going to need more of guys like, way more out of some players like Kapanen in this game.
That's Center ice, it's Lazar. Off the left wing boards into the Kings' end. Ceci cross to Dumoulin. Dumoulin just put it off the right wing boards, and Armia almost had a chance, lost it. It goes into the Edmonton zone. Wallman comes out from behind the net. Wallman up the right wing. Now to Lazar. Able to shoot it in off the left wing boards. 5 minutes to go here in the second. 1-0 Kings lead. It's cleared out of the LA zone.
I mean, they were water skiing for 60 feet on Wallman.
Emberson to Doc into the King end on the right wing in front of the net. Great save by Forsberg. A redirection by Henrique. Forsberg got it with the right pad and then covers it up. We'll take a break with 4:45 to go here in the second. 1-0 Kings lead the Oilers from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EMCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com arena in LA. Kings up 1-0 on the Edmonton Oilers. We got 4:45 to go in the second period. Or Timmy Panarin in the first. That's the only goal. Anton Forsberg's been sharp in net for LA. Edmonton out shooting the Kings 16-13. Lazar, Doc, and Frederick up there with Ekholm and Bouchard. Max Jones getting injured in the first period and left the game, is not coming back for Edmonton, so they're down to 11 forwards. The puck into the corner. Anderson to Doughty. Right wing for LaFerriere. Up the right side, just off of Byfield. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard's pass hits a skate. On the right wing, Frederick to Ekholm. He's in behind the Edmonton net. Byfield waiting just beyond the Edmonton crease. Now to McDavid. Right wing to Ekholm, up the left, and that's through the skates of Frederick, and that'll be icing against the Oilers. Oilers still got 2 games left at home. They're Monday against Colorado, Thursday against Vancouver.
But if you're Edmonton, you don't want to rely on Winnipeg losing. You don't want to be in the 8th seed and play Colorado in the first round.
No. 1 point guarantees him a playoff spot. But you're right. You want to, Steve Carell and Will Ferrell are sitting down in the corner to the right of Ingram. They drop the puck. They'll have to do it again.
Well, if this game today was a movie, it would be box office poison. This has been poor. This is
been a little slow movie.
Yes.
Puck goes to the right wing corner, and it's Bouchard. High in the air, a bouncing puck gets smacked over to the left wing, and stepping up on the play is Bouchard. To Doc over the line to McDavid. He'll cut to the middle, a backhand just missed on the short side. Kempe. Now to Panarin, and he's through center. Will dump the puck in. Ingram able to stop it behind the net. Will have to play it. Gets it high on the glass. Over the stick of Doc and out. Shot back in by Doughty.
I've seen more intensity at Laurier Heights Outdoor Community League circa about 1985 than today, let me tell you.
Here's Doc in on the left wing. A rising shot saved by Forsberg. Hit him in the left shoulder. Clark up the right wing to Laferriere. Off the boards and in. Murphy through the middle to Podkolzin. Podkolzin across to Nugent Hopkins. He'll stop up. It goes top of the circle, and it's Laferriere to get it out for the Kings. Rolls the puck into the left wing corner. Murphy on the end boards. Laferriere got it loose. Puck comes free on the left wing for Podkolzin out through the middle of the ice. It's at center to Nugent Hopkins. Drop it back to Podkolzin. He's into the LA end on the right wing. Has to shoot it off the right corner boards with 2:45 to go in the period. It's covered by Forsberg. We'll get a whistle. 1-0 Kings lead. Face-off will be to Forsberg's left. Again, Lazar, Roslovic, and Henrique.
Their best chances in this game have come when Doc's been on the ice because he's playing north-south. He's playing the right way. He's playing physical. Besides their power play, I mean, they had two decent shots in the power play. They've only had the one.
Wallman down the right wing. That hit the linesman. Goes into the corner to Roslovic, who'll come in behind the net over to the left wing.
Didn't call it.
Wallman on the point. Rolls it around the boards. Roslovic to Lazar to Roslovic. The right wing core. Trying to get a cycle going, but Dumoulin broke it up. And will clear it out. Right. Dump the puck in, and it goes in behind the Edmonton net. Wallman to Emberson. Bumped by Armia. And Lawton passed to the middle, but Henrique there for the Oilers. Left wing to Wallman, now to center ice to Roslovic. He'll go across to Lazar. Lazar checked by Lawton. Can't clear it out. McDavid across the top. Went to shoot it. Went off the end of his stick. Right to the line and won't get out. Ekholm keeping it in. Pass to McDavid to the right wing corner for Savoy. To the point to Bouchard. Right wing point to McDavid. And breaking it up was Anderson, and he got it out with a minute 35 to go here in the second. 1-0 Kings lead. Bouchard in the neutral zone will dump the puck in. That rims on the right wing. Anderson's got it in his skates. Lost it to McDavid. Goes in behind the net. Now to Savoy. His pass to the middle. Top of the circle to Ekholm. Now on the left wing to Savoy. In behind the net. Tries to drive in front. And that was poked off his stick by the netminder Forsberg. It's in behind the goal. McDavid on the left wing. Top of the circle. Then that goes off his stick right to Moore. And Trevor Moore will get the center ice. He'll dump it in. Blockered away by Ingram. Bouchard. Cross ice pass. It goes to the line. Kept in by Clark. Comes to the middle. Moore gets it across. Oh, what a save made by Ingram. What a chance for Byfield. And Connor Ingram got across. Got it with a blocker. And Ekholm will dump it in. Amazing save by Connor Ingram. He's had a few of those here in the second period. We're in the last minute. 40 seconds, in fact, to go in the second. Edmonton down 1-0. Kopitar shot towards the net. That hit his stick. Goes wide. Laferriere. Left wing to Panarin. Panarin out of the left wing corner. To the slot to Kempe. Kempe on the right. Edmonton. Oh, wow! What a stop by Ingram on the one-timer from Edmondson. And he holds on with 22 seconds to go in the second period. Connor Ingram is putting on a show. Unreal. Amazing stops by Ingram.
Yeah. I mean, the Oilers created a couple looks in the power play, but LA's had way better grade A opportunities here in the second period. Blocker save off of Quinton Byfield, and then a great glove stop off of Joel Edmondson. Edmonton right now has to survive the final 22 seconds of this period.
Nurse to Murphy. Right wing, Roslovic will get it out to Nugent Hopkins. Nata Nurse into the Kings zone. A shot off the stick of Clark goes out of play. 11 seconds still here in the second. And Edmonton will get an offensive zone face-off.
David and Bouchard will come on. With Wallman.
Face-off to the right of Forsberg. 1-0 Kings lead. 11 seconds to go here in the second period. Puck goes to the line. Wallman over to Bouchard. Into the right wing corner, and it goes to McDavid. Spins down the left wing corner and tried to bank it off of Forsberg. It missed, and the period will end as Roslovic gets into it a bit with Doughty after the period expires. Well, Connor Ingram has now given the Oilers a chance, because if they were down 2-0 after 40, it seemed like a long way back. But those big saves by Ingram late in the second period has them to within one. As the Oilers down 1-0 after 40.
Well, there's only one reason why it's 1-0 right now. Well, there's actually two reasons why it's 1-0. The Oilers haven't had enough juice offensively. I mean, when we're talking about Colton Dach, with all due respect, a guy who's probably going to be a fourth line guy come the playoffs, maybe being the Oilers' best forward. Pucks have fallen twice in this game to Adam Henrique, and unfortunately, he hasn't been able to finish. And then Connor Ingram late in the period, keeping it a one-goal game. Because I don't know if Edmonton can score two today. They don't look like a team that can score 2 goals in the regulation. Just not sharp offensively. So some work to do here in period 3 for the Oilers down by 1.
1-0 Kings lead. They scored in the first period. It was Artemi Panarin. That's been it. And in that second period, Connor Ingram called upon to make some big stops for his club late, and he absolutely did. So it's 1-0 for the Kings after 40. Brendan Escott and Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back from the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Spring is around the corner, and it's time for a fresh start behind the wheel at
You hear that sound? Yeah! Midnight oil is burning, the rink is set alight. We bleed the copper and the blue, we own the frozen night. We are the Oilers after dark, a wildfire with a burning spark. We are the Oilers after dark. Oilers after dark.
Game is paused. We're on a mission. Oilers after dark. No competition. This intermission, that's our tradition. Yeah, Oilers after dark, hear the recognition. Intermission, yeah! Intermission, let's go!
Yeah, that's the horn. Intermission time now. Another period in the books, feeling the vibe here. The Oilers are lighting up the lamp tonight. Yeah, grab a drink with my crew, everything's feeling so right. We are the Oilers after dark. Oilers after dark. Leaving our mark on this whole town. We ain't never gonna slow down. Oilers after dark.
Winner's zone. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to score at the other end of the ice, but their goalie's holding them in at Rob Brown. That was some excellent work by Connor Ingram in the middle frame.
Well, I think this has been a goalies duel. I think it's been low event, but when there's been a mistake, it's been a doozy. And both teams have had some great looks. Forsberg for the LA Kings probably has made 6 or 7 big saves. And then we saw at the end of the game, or at the end of the period there, Connor Ingram, who, I mean, he hadn't seen a whole lot for a while. The LA Kings hadn't really created much. And then in a span of 30 seconds, 2 absolute grade A scoring chances. You know, a back door, wide open net. He's able to get his blocker in front of the Byfield one. And then the Kings again get control of it. And the one in Emerson, I don't know how much Emberson got on it. And he's probably not the guy that you want to shoot the puck if you have all the players on the ice there. But, you got Adria Kempe up top. Connor Ingram's full attention has to be on Kempe. He's their best goal scorer, so he's facing him. And then Kempe makes a nice little play over to Emberson, and you think, okay, that's a wide open net. But Ingram followed the play. And again, this is what Ingram does best. He reads the play. He understands where he should be. Even the Byfield one that looked like it was a complete open net when we saw it first time, but when he watched the replay, Ingram had read it. So he had his body over. Still made a great save, but he had gotten enough of his body over that he wasn't just lunging. He had parts of his body that forced Byfield to try to miss him and wasn't able to. So Connor Ingram and Anton Forsberg, both excellent through 40 minutes.
Yeah, making this one a very entertaining watch so far. A little less animosity, it seemed, in that second period as well, as they settled down and we're just playing hockey. But that's not to say that it was devoid of any pushback. So I'm curious how that'll unfold in the third. Obviously, the points mean too much for this to get silly right now. So I would not expect anything too crazy, but it has sort of playoff intensity, I would suggest.
Well, this is an important game, so neither team's going to be dumb, but both teams are still continuing with physicality. There were some huge hits in that period. You like the response from both teams. When one of their players gets hit, both teams brought the entire gang in, and there was nasty words or mean words said to each other and pushing and shoving after the whistle. But both teams are standing up for themselves. It's been a physical game, but a clean game. Not a lot of power plays. So the players are doing it the proper way. The hits are hard. They're finishing every opportunity they can, but not doing it in a dumb way, because you don't want to cost your team. The LA Kings are fighting for a playoff spot. It'd be really silly to take a dumb penalty in the third period of a hockey game and cost yourself a chance to go to the playoffs. And on the other side of it, the Edmonton Oilers right now, they understand the way they have to play. They're going to have to win low-scoring hockey games. They can't afford to allow the LA Kings to extend the lead because you took something silly looking for revenge. So I thought both teams are playing well. Both goalies have been excellent. Connor McDavid is dancing, just hasn't been able to find the back of the net. It's a low-event game that is set up for a fun third period.
Yeah, for sure it is. 1-0 Los Angeles. Shots were 7-6 Edmonton in that middle frame. 16-15 so far on the afternoon. Hits are 23-22 for the Kings. They're fairly even. They've blocked about 15 shots tonight or today. It's been good. So where do I want to go with you next? Max Jones. That's what I wanted to talk about too. That's, what a devastating thing to have happen when he gets the opportunity to play up on the second line, and then within the first period of action, he was not putting any weight on that lower half when he was leaving the ice.
Yeah, it's tough. You don't want to see any injuries ever. You certainly don't want to see injuries near the end of the season, right when the fun part is supposed to start. And then you add to the fact that here's a guy who's trying to play for a new contract, and he's getting elevated in the lineup, and the excitement he would have had coming to the rink today. And it was just an odd one. He's trying to finish a check, and something tweaked in his body that worried him some as he went down very, very quickly. You hope that this is, again, more precautionary, but again, he did not look good leaving the ice, and just really, really unfortunate for an Oiler team who's been healthy for most of the year is now just run into this rash of injuries, but hopefully get them all out of the way. And on April the 18th, when the playoffs start, everyone just seems to get that magic soccer spray and gets back into the lineup.
Yeah, that's certainly the hope. Only a week away. When you look at it that way, that's a week or perhaps a week and a day before playoffs begin for one of these teams, maybe both of these teams. We shall see. And this game, I would think, has a lot of impact on that in the long run. So the final 20 minutes here, Rob, again, we know we're going to get a push from the Edmonton Oilers. We talk about a lot of the time, the Oilers getting pushed by the other team. Well, this is a time where they need to find a goal. What is the quickest avenue to getting on the score sheet here, in your opinion, in the final?
Well, I think that the Oilers have done a lot of good things in this game, and they played a very patient game where they didn't force things and put themselves in a bad situation. The Oilers have had a very good forecheck in this game. They've created turnovers by getting pucks in deep and being very physical. But again, in that period, if you go back and look at some of the chances the Oilers had, Forsberg could see them. And again, when Forsberg sees them, he's locked in. So the Oilers want to get in the eyes of the goaltender, but also the other thing that the Oilers want to do in this period, win races. Win battles, force the LA Kings to drag you down, try to get on the power play. That could be another way that the Edmonton Oilers could draw even or pull away and win this third period.
Looking forward to it. Rob, thank you very much. That's our Rob Brown. We've got more from Brownie coming up in the post-game show, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Obviously, after the game, we'll have an hour's worth of post-game coverage for you. 780-451-8800 is the number to get in touch if you want to be a participant in said post-game show. It works a lot better when you are, so certainly make a point of that tonight if you get the chance. We will take a time out here, and we will come back with the out-of-town scoreboard. It's a 15-game slate. We've got the Blue Jays in action. I'll update you on the Masters scoreboard as well, as we've got that now playing in the studio here. So lots still to come here on the intermission, which is where we find ourselves right now. Through 40 minutes of play, it's 1-0 Los Angeles Kings. And we'll step out on Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
At Brandt, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brandt dealer to book your demo today.
Hey Canada, want to make learning fun? Education Station is your local destination for the best educational toys, games, and resources to help kids grow.
My mom takes me to Education Station because she's invested in my future.
From hands-on activities to brain-boosting games, Education Station makes learning exciting for kids of all ages. Parents and teachers love them too.
Learning is so much fun.
Support local. Visit Education Station in store or online at educationstation.ca.
And inspire a love of learning today.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Now this update from the Canadian press. The Liberal National Convention in Montreal came to a close today with Prime Minister Mark Carney making his keynote address to the official voting base and political leadership. Carney called on Canadians to band together in the face of rapid geopolitical and technological change, insisting that now is no time for politics as usual. In New Brunswick, hundreds of candidates are formally kicking off campaigns for local government, education councils, and rural advisory committees today. Elections New Brunswick says just over 1,100 people submitted nomination papers for 599 council positions with 77 local government. And in BC, all 8 people taken to hospital yesterday after 2 chemicals combined to create chlorine gas in a Victoria recreation facility have been released. Over to the Middle East, the United States and Iran began face-to-face negotiations today in Pakistan. Days after a 2-week ceasefire was announced, the White House is confirming direct talks, a rare instance of high-level engagement between the two nations. From the Canadian press, I'm Don Mitchell.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with Black Appearance Package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 15-game slate in the NHL, 3 finals already. The Lightning beat the Bruins 2-1. Senators 3-0 over the Islanders, and the Capitals doubled up the Penguins 6-3. Going on right now, the Red Wings and Devils tied at 1 in Detroit. Chicago and St. Louis tied at 1 after 20 minutes of play. 1-0 Nashville over Minnesota after 20 minutes, and they're scoreless in Dallas after 20 minutes between the Rangers and Stars. Mammoth are down 2 goals to the Hurricanes right now through 20 minutes of play, and at 5 o'clock we'll have a bunch more games starting. The Maple Leafs hosting the Panthers. The Canadians get the Blue Jackets on home ice. Winnipeg with the Flyers in town. Kraken and Flames in Seattle. Avalanche hosting the Golden Knights, and the Sharks and Canucks will dance as well in San Jose. That's the story in the National Hockey League. The American Hockey League features the Bakersfield Condors tonight, who just set a record for home wins in a season, by the way, with their victory 5-3 last night over San Diego. They're going to try for a repeat result this evening at 8 o'clock Mountain Time down there in Baco. Blue Jays were on the comeback trail in the bottom of the 9th. The Jesus Sanchez home run was not quite enough to power them there. 7-4 they lost to Minnesota, and Cam Young is leading the Masters right now with an 11 under score. He's through 17 holes today. That's the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. We'll send it back to Cam and Bob for third period action. 1-0 LA leads it at Crypto.com. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Canada's oil sands produce the energy the world needs, but it's the benefits that flow to all parts of our country, like hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas and along the supply chain, and revenue to invest in roads, bridges, our national defense, and more. You see, we're building more than a strong oil sands sector. We're helping to build a stronger Canada. We are Oil Sands Alliance, 5 companies working together to help grow Canada's economy. Learn more at oilsandsalliance.ca.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at Chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers as we get set for the third period of play. Tonight's Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers in support of Every Kid Deserves a Shot, building a future where every kid can be inspired to reach their full potential both on and off the ice. Get your tickets now to support this great cause and have a chance at winning that 50-50 jackpot. Artemi Panarin, the goal scorer, that was in the first period. That has been it so far. As we get ready to start the third, Szymanski, Doc, and Frederick on the ice with Murphy and Nurse. Kopitar taking the draw for LA. It gets between Nurse and Murphy, and Ingram can get it across to Murphy. Murphy out to center ice. And the puck was a glove pass as we are 10 seconds into the third.
We've had different ends of it over the years here, Cam. A number of years ago, Jock and me did a game. The Oilers lost 8-1 here in Los Angeles. And this is when the Kings were a powerhouse. And Tyler Bunn's got his lone NHL appearance. And guys in the Kings were telling him just to relax. We're not going to pour it on. And then the Oilers, the last time they came here, beat the Kings 8-1 and called off the Dogs.
Cleared out of the Oilers zone, and Kopitar cross to Clark. Clark will get to center and shoot the puck in. Murphy to Nurse, left wing, Szymanski trying to steer it out. He couldn't. That got blocked. Now Doc will get it out of the zone. At his own line is Clark. Clark will wait. Both teams make changes. We're just underway here in the third. 1-0 Kings lead. Center ice to Mikey Anderson. Softly dumps the puck to the right wing corner. Byfield to LaFerriere. Now to Byfield right corner. To the left wing point for Anderson. Drills it around the boards. And clearing it will be Savoy. He'll get it to center ice to Kapanen. Kapanen will dump the puck in. Savoy to Kapanen. It's top of the circle and then into the skates of Moore. He won't get that out. Kept in. Savoy's got it. Right side. The shot. And it goes over. The Kings net may have glanced off the mask of Forsberg. The puck on the right side. McDavid to the blue line to Bouchard. Now to Kapanen. He's at the blue line in the middle. Off the right wing boards. Savoy to the left wing. Moore's trying to get it around. He will to the line where Kapanen keeps it in to Savoy. Made a move and peeled off his stick by Doughty. And it gets to center ice. Bouchard off the right wing boards and all the way down. And that is icing. A minute 52 gone here in the third. 1-0 Kings lead.
Well, that better not cost you here. Evan Bouchard had an easy, lower risk play to make. Just reversing it back to his D partner. Steady ices it. They get their top line on the ice here. McDavid's been out there for a while. And he broke the stick.
Stick of Kopitar snapped in half as Bouchard has it. Oilers have changed the forwards. Bouchard still with it in his own end.
Move it.
Now up the right wing, get it to center ice to Nugent Hopkins. Off the glass and in. Clark in the right wing corner. Puck goes behind the Edmonton net, or behind the LA net. Top of the circle is Clark. We'll get it out to Panarin through the middle to Kopitar. He's in. He's trying to get a backhand. He got tied up. Never got a shot away. He's got it in the right wing corner. Kopitar's pass to the middle of the ice. Broken up by Podkolzin. Got it to center ice for Roslovic. Into the Kings and a shot off the stick of Clark. Kopitar was trying to split the D, but got caught and never did get a shot. And the puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Emberson on the right wing to center ice to Roslovic. He'll shoot it in. Forsberg passes it quickly to Lawton. It's Lawton through the middle. Lift it in on the backhand. Nurse to the corner, but there was Lawton. Around to the left wing point, but unable to hold it in was Dumoulin. Now to Ceci on the right at center to Lawton, and he'll shoot it in. 1-0 Kings lead. Just over 3 minutes gone here in the third period. Henry to Frederick. Now on the right wing for Nurse. He's into the Kings zone. Over to the left side to Frederick. Up against the boards with Armia, and it's Armia that gets control. To right, over center ice, he'll dump it in. Henrique behind the Edmonton goal, now to Lazar. Right wing to Murphy to Frederick. to Nurse. The left side, steered in by Henrique. The Oilers can make changes as Anderson comes up the left wing for the Kings. He'll get to center ice and he'll shoot it in. Near the right wing point, Byfield dumps it around. Right wing is Bouchard. Went off of McDavid. McDavid back into his own end to Ekholm on the left wing. And Ekholm weaves his way to center ice.
Kapanen's got to get moving his feet here. Like, he's getting grade A opportunity to play with some good players, and he's just stationary out there.
That shot into the Oilers zone. Ekholm taken to the end boards. Moore, the top of the circle, dumped down by Bouchard into the middle of the ice for Podkolzin. It's Podkolzin over the LA line. He'll then drop it to Kapanen. Kapanen on the right wing to the right wing corner. Kapanen left corner to McDavid to Kapanen to McDavid. Still in the left corner of the Kings zone. McDavid trying to find some room. Goes in behind the net. His pass in front. And that one went off of Doughty. Right wing corner is Ty Emberson.
Puck at the ref.
Right side went off the skate of the ref. The puck on the end boards. And Anderson, as the Oilers back off, Anderson will come up to center ice. Now drill the puck into the Edmonton zone. 5 minutes gone here in the third. 1-0 Kings lead. Puck in behind the net. Wallman
got away.
Knocked Joseph to the boards. You're right. Probably did. Wallman's got it left wing corner.
Joseph can be a dirty player at times. Took a run at Nugent Hopkins a few years ago, and Milan Lucic chased him around the building in Tampa Bay. He obviously wanted no part of that.
It's Doc to center ice for Edmonton. Over the center ice line.
Complete interference, but they've let them go both ways. I mean, the one penalty got the only power play in this game.
Face off to the left of Forsberg. Roslovic, McDavid, and Savoy on the ice with Ekholm and Bouchard. Lawton taking the draw for Los Angeles. Puck into the corners. McDavid up against the boards. That is cleared out by Lawton over the head of Bouchard. Won't be hard enough for icing as Ekholm stops him behind the Edmonton net.
Think about what they did here. They got the lead, and they just grounded and pounded it down. This is how they play.
Can't get turned over, and it's Moore into the Oilers zone. Moore will shoot it. Glove save made by Ingram. He'll hold on to it. We'll take a break. 6 minutes, 21 seconds gone here in the third period. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers. We'll be right back from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score savings on your next vacation with Jet Set Parking. Take your love of hockey wherever the team goes. With self-park and valet park options, 24/7 shuttles, and transparent pricing, Jet Set Parking is there for every big moment. For a limited time, get 40% off airport parking with promo code HOCKEY when you book online. Book by April 15th for travel before July 31st. Limited spots available. Use code HOCKEY for 40% off airport parking at jetsetparking.com/YEG. Terms and conditions apply.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Looking for top-notch dry cleaning? Holyrood Dry Cleaners in Edmonton has been family-owned for over 15 years. They're experts in tailoring, wedding gown cleaning, and leather and suede care. From coveralls to curtains to jeans and jerseys, they do it all. Enjoy the convenience of free pickup and delivery as well as corporate discounts. Trust Holyrood Dry Cleaners for quality service that's been a local favorite for decades. Let them show you the best in town. Visit them at 9024 75th Street. Holyrood Dry Cleaners, where experience meets exceptional care.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 1-0 Kings lead. 6:21 gone in the third. Artemi Panarin, the only goal scorer, and that is 7:34 into the first period.
Well, I talked to Brendan Escott on our pregame show, and I said, if the Oilers get to 4, they win the game. The problem is right now they're at 0.
Yeah.
They had some chances in the first. They had some looks in the power play in the second. Since then, they've kind of gone away a bit here, Cam.
Off the draw on the Oiler end, it's Roslovic down the right wing. The shot save made by Forsberg as Jack Roslovic with a rush down the right wing, and there'll be a face-off in the Kings' end.
Yeah,
You're right. The Oilers haven't had a ton of chances since the first.
I mean, the A-grade scoring opportunities, I had them through 2 periods, 5 each, and 2 of LA's came in the final minute of the period. Ingram's given them a good enough start to win the game.
Yep.
They just haven't been sharp offensively. And give the Kings credit.
Yep.
They've been physical and Edmonton stop players, and the Oilers are down a couple. Got to shoot it here.
Roslovic on the right side, top of the circle. Now to Nurse, comes down the right wing to the corner. A centering pass through the slot, goes to the left. Nurse gets it himself, then got dumped down, and the puck comes out. And then Kempe steals, just missed Kopitar. It'll go right to Ingram. He'll rip it off the glass on the right. That almost went over. And at center ice, it's Nurse. Dumping the puck to the right corner, Lazar. In behind the Kings' net. Turns to the left corner. Going to get away from Kopitar. Lazar still with it to Nurse, left wing pointer, shot, saved by Forsberg. A rebound just chopped wide by Frederick. And the puck in the right corner of the Kings zone. It'll go up to the line, it comes out. Edmonton has to regroup.
2 good chances created in around the net by putting the puck on the goal.
Wallman on the right wing to Doc. He'll dump it in on the backhand. It goes in behind the Kings net. Dumoulin on the left for Lawton. Now into the middle of the ice to Ceci. At center ice, shoots it in. Emberson to Wallman, left wing corner in Edmonton territory to Frederick. Now to the side of the net, Wallman. Right wing for Emberson, but it hopped over his stick. Comes back to Jake Wallman. Through the middle, has to go high in the air and out. Bumped down by Dumoulin. Turns in his own end. We're 8 minutes into the third. 1-0 Kings lead. On the left wing off the stick of right that goes into the Oilers zone. Right wing corner is Bouchard. Long pass on the left, hit the stick of Byfield, launches over the glass, and it goes out of play.
The Oilers, since Leon Draisaitl has gone out, are 7-3-1. And overall this year are 9-4-1 with Leon. Missed 3 games midway through the season where they got back-to-back shutouts over the Vancouver Canucks and St. Louis Blues. Outscored them 11-0 over those 2 games. That might have been the high mark of the season. I know they had a 5-game winning streak, and they're on a 6-1-1 run. This game is still there for them to go get, but LA sure isn't giving them much.
You got to get the next one. Faceoff's going to be at center. Nugent Hopkins against Armia. Nugent Hopkins won it between the Oiler defensemen.
At times it looks like Kapanen is a much better player when he's playing with Leon.
McDavid on the right wing to Bouchard to McDavid. Comes into the LA end. Went to drop it and got caught up in his skates. Armia. And get to center ice, but that's it. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line.
Armia's a solid pro. Good third-line player.
Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins into the Kings zone. Rims it around on the right. Gets into the skates of McDavid. Now to Kapanen, the shot and the save made by Forsberg. Puck into the slot, and Byfield's got it for the Kings. He's out to center. He's down the left wing. Gave it to Moore. Cross ice to LaFerriere. Missed him with it. Bouchard to Ekholm.
Good job, Nugent Hopkins in support there.
Drops the puck, and it's McDavid, left wing to Bouchard. He'll leave it. Puck pulls and hammers it wide.
Got to hit the net there. Got to hit the net to the short side, Camp.
It goes wide all the way down the ice. So Nurse out from behind the net. 1-0 Kings, 10:39 to go in the second. To Murphy. Through the middle, off of Henry. Ceci. The right wing corner of his own zone. Off the boards and out. Pass through the middle, off the stick of Panarin and goes into the Kings' end. Dumoulin in behind the net. And scoops it up the right wing. Gave it to Kempe. Looking into the Oilers zone through the middle. Drops it to Panarin on the right for Kopitar. Now to Clark. Clark waiting and still has the top of the circle. His pass across, that's broken up. And out to center ice. It's Podkolzin, right wing to Frederick. Frederick, his pass for Nurse, and that off a stick. Panarin will go the other way. Right wing to Kempe, into the Oilers zone. Cross-ice pass, does not connect with Kopitar. Panarin on the blue line to Clark, now to Kopitar. To Clark on the left wing. 1-0 Kings here in the third period. 9:42 to go in the third. Puck in the left wing corner. Ward over to the right. Ward along the right wing board. Szymanski got it away from him. Nurse will get it out through, or get it to the line, but not quite out off of Frederick. But that was kept in. Murphy to Nurse. The left wing that does get out. Ceci will hammer it right back in. In the left wing corner is Wallman. Up the boards to McDavid. Give it to Doc. Comes into the LA zone. Down the left wing. A shot. A riser that misses. Goes off the glass and comes out. Bouchard to Kapanen. Kapanen into the Kings end. Met by Mikey Anderson. And he gets it to center ice.
Sperry's fighting it today. Got to move your feet.
Moore will shoot it in. McDavid in his own end. Dropping it back to Wallman. Wallman on the right wing. Into the Kings zone. Pass across on the left. Shot towards the net. Didn't get a lot on it. Was Lazar. The save made by Forsberg. The Ferrier on the right wing to the line. It hit Wallman. It does come out. McDavid waits for everybody to get on side. Comes in on the right wing to Bouchard. And he drills it on net. And a save by Forsberg. Squeezes it. We get the whistle. 8:24 to go in the third. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers. We'll be right back from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles' Ford dealers. NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Canada's oil sands produce the energy the world needs, but it's the benefits that flow to all parts of our country, like hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas and along the supply chain, and revenue to invest in roads, bridges, our national defense, and more. You see, we're building more than a strong oil sands sector. We're helping to build a stronger Canada. We are Oil Sands Alliance, 5 companies working together to help grow Canada's economy. Learn more at oilsandsalliance.ca.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50/50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and $1 million jackpots, the largest 50/50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50/50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles, 1-0 Kings lead the Edmonton Oilers. We got 8:24 to go in the third period. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off in the Kings zone to the left of Forsberg. Lazar, McDavid, Savoy on the ice with Bouchard and Ekholm. Lawton taking the draw for the Kings. And the puck into the right wing corner. McDavid out to Savoy. Saved by Forsberg. Ekholm goes to the left wing corner with it. Put it in front. It goes off a stick. Bouchard across. It hit a stick. Sent on net. And a save made by Forsberg off of Savoy. It's cleared out. It won't be icing.
2 good looks for Matt Savoy.
McDavid winding it up out of the Oilers zone. 1-0 Kings here in the third to Ekholm. Over to Savoy, towards the net, saved by Forsberg. Moore can't get it out. Ekholm on the right wing to Savoy. To the right wing point for Bouchard. Got it to the corner. Anderson trying to clear, and it will get to the line. Moore playing it out to center ice. 7.5 to go in the third. 1-0 Kings. Oilers coming close. Bouchard at center. Cross to Kapanen. Into the Kings' end. Bouchard getting into it with Moore behind the play, but puck gets into the slot. Moore will dump it out. Nurse at center ice. Play it into the Kings zone. Clark has it on the right wing. We'll get it out, picked out of the air by Kapanen. Comes into Kings territory. Pulls it on the left. Panarin tried to clear it out. That goes off of Murphy. It does get to center. Then Kopitar mishandles it. And it's at the LA line. Murphy on the right wing. Trying to shoot it in.
Oilers got to take the simple play, but it's there.
Now Nugent Hopkins will give it to Nurse. A shot. Partially deflected wide from the angle. The save by Forsberg as Frederick followed the play up. Forsberg made the save. He covers it up. We got 6:40 to go in the third. 1-0 Kings lead. Oilers getting some pressure. Forsberg looks like he's got a malfunction with his pad, and he's fixing it right now. Shots now 27-17 in favor of Edmonton.
So 10-2 Edmonton here in the third.
Szymanski, Frederick, and Doc on the ice with Murphy and Nurse.
And Forsberg was there for the taking in the first period when pucks were hitting him and he couldn't find it. But Edmonton wasn't hungry enough around the net or couldn't get the bounce. And now he's locked in and making some stops.
Ceci off the right wing boards. It does not get out. Dumoulin will try the left side. Murphy had pinched down a bit. And this time Lawton will get it out for the Kings. Right wing for Ceci. Dumps it into the Oilers zone. Murphy on the right. Frederick to the line. Dumoulin kept it in. Murphy behind his net for Nurse. Left wing to Doc. That goes off of him and out. Dumoulin in the neutral zone. And played it just to the Edmonton line. Frederick will get it into the LA end. Ceci skates in front of his net to LaFerriere across to Dumoulin. Over center. Will wire it in. Ekholm to Bouchard on the right wing, and Savoy one touches to McDavid. He comes in over the line. He might go to the net and just poked off his stick as Doughty was in front of him. The puck along the boards. LaFerriere can't clear it. Mikey Anderson, there's going to be a penalty to McDavid. He got the glove in on Mikey Anderson, and the whistle goes. There's going to be a holding call with 5:33 to go here in the third. 1-0 Kings lead, and the Kings will go on their first power play.
And he's giving it right now to the ref, let me tell you.
We'll take a break. Oilers shorthanded when we come back. McDavid to the box for the hold. From the Crypto.com arena, 1-0 Kings here in the third. It's for dealers, NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch boost bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for OilCountry and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Hey Edmonton, big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
5:33 to go in the third. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. McDavid to the box for the hold. First power play of the game for Los Angeles.
Oilers penalty killing 24th at 77.2. LA 30th in the league at power play at 17.1. They've been coming on of late. Huge kill. This is the game for Edmonton.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off the Edmonton zone. Puck along the boards to the point. It's Clark off the left wing to Panarin. Now left wing corner, LaFerriere to Panarin. Cross the line to Clark on the right to Kempe. To the blue line for Clark on the left. Panarin shot save made by Ingram. That was a redirection by LaFerriere. Good stop by Connor Ingram, and the Oilers clear it out. Clark comes out from behind his net. Anze Kopitar, a left wing for LaFerriere. LaFerriere over center will dump it in. Kempe to LaFerriere on the left wing for Panarin. He's into the left wing corner to the blue line for Clark to Panarin. Cross ice to Kempe. He's off the right side. A shot blocked. It comes in front of the net. A smack at it. Save made by Ingram. It's still loose. Now he covers it up. Kopitar had swept it towards the net. Ingram kept it out. Everybody gathers near the side of the goal. 4:35 to go in the third. 1-0 Kings lead.
And Kempe got away with a stick. Got the stick up on Ekholm.
Ingram gets into it with Panarin a little bit. Face-off will be to the left of Connor Ingram.
Well, it's possible they're having a geopolitical conversation.
It is possible.
Because Connor Ingram
is well tuned in.
Yes.
Yeah. Off the draw, Henrique stick snapped in half. Puck on the point. Henrique gets another twig over to Panarin, and his one-timer goes wide off the glass out of play. Face-off will stay in the Oiler end. 55 seconds left in the penalty to McDavid. Face-off to the right of Ingram. Henrique against Kopitar. Kopitar's last regular season game here in Los Angeles. Kopitar out of the face-off circle. Kempe to take the draw against Henrique.
Gotta win draws.
Kempe to the line to Clark. A shot that just missed. And Kopitar on the right wing recovers to Clark towards the goal. That hits somebody, goes over to the left wing. Panarin, left wing corner to LaFerriere. To Panarin, top of the circle, walks to the middle. His shot, that was blocked by Murphy. It's cleared out by Henrique.
What a baby, Kempe. He tries to sell everything, that guy.
Clark up the left wing to Panarin.
Gamesmanship 101 today from LA.
Panarin checked at the line. It comes out.
And they're being aided and abetted, but the fact there's no calls. So you're getting away with sticks across the hands. Late hits.
Doughty on the right wing to Lawton. Off his stick. And Ekholm will drill it down the ice. Penalty to McDavid's just about done. 3:35 to go in the third. 1-0 Kings lead. McDavid poised and will now step out onto the ice. Los Angeles 0-for-1 on the power play.
Got to get one here if you're Edmonton to tie the game.
Nurse in behind the net. Right wing corner to Murphy. To Nurse. Through the middle. Does not connect with McDavid. Murphy is it behind his goal. Left wing to put Colson, and he'll get to center ice. Flip the puck to the right wing corner.
Hit him.
Anderson turning off the glass to Byfield, now to Moore with LaFerriere. Gives it to him on the right wing. LaFerriere, a shot. Pad save made by Ingram.
Too easy of a zone entry there, let me tell you.
Bouchard to McDavid into the Kings' end. Along the left wing boards, into the slot. Bouchard doesn't get a shot. On the right, it goes to Podkolzin, and Bouchard, he hammers it wide. McDavid in the left wing corner. To the blue line to Bouchard. Waiting, the shot, and that one goes
into Laferriere.
Laferriere had it caught up in his jersey, and now it drops down. Oh, I knew where it was. We got 2:33 to go in the third. 1-0 Kings lead.
What do you do here? Did you pull him?
Oh, yeah. Face-off will be to the right of Forsberg. Calling timeout?
Yeah, I think you got
group was tired.
Yeah, I think you got to look at
if he gained possession.
Timeout, Edmonton. The Oilers use their 30-second timeout.
All right. Shots are now 28-20 in favor of the Oilers. They're down 1-0 here to the Kings. Desperately trying to tie this thing up. No, Ingram is going to the bench.
56% on face-offs for LA. McDavid's 5-3. Szymanski's had a rough afternoon, just 2 of 7. It's going to be McDavid. Kopitar's 14-9. But it's probably going to be Lawton, don't you think?
Yep, I do.
And Lawton 6-4. Yeah. 60%. Could be. We got 2 centermen out there.
McDavid, Roslovic, Nugent Hopkins, Podkolzin, Bouchard, Ekholm on the ice. Oiler net empty. Lawton taking the draw for the Kings. McDavid wins it. Ekholm left wing point. Around the boards behind the net to Podkolzin. Right side for Nugent Hopkins. To the blue line to Bouchard. He'll shoot it. That was blocked. It hit Byfield. It comes out. Bouchard will dump it right back in. Doughty in the corner had to go over his stick. McDavid to the blue line for Ekholm. In behind the net to Podkolzin. Right side to Nugent Hopkins. To Podkolzin. Now on the left to McDavid. He'll come to the top of the circle. To the point to Ekholm. To McDavid. Taken to the boards by Lawton. Roslovic swept it in behind the net. Podkolzin got tied up. Doughty will get it around to Byfield. He won't get it out. Bouchard had kept it in. Puck along the boards inside the LA zone. Minute 42 to go here in the third. 1-0 Kings lead as they battle for it in the right wing corner. Goes to the top of the circle. Byfield will get it out. A bank shot that will go just hard enough for icing with 1.5 minutes to go here in the third. Wallman onto the ice for the Oilers to take off Ekholm. Face off to the right of Forsberg.
So Nugent Hopkins, Roslovic, but Colson got to hop in here to support McDavid against Byfield taking the draw.
And the puck into the skates of Laferriere to the line, got it out to Lawton at center. A backhand goes off of Bouchard. And Bouchard will start the rush for the Oilers with 1:18 minutes to go here in the third. And Edmonton down 1-0 to McDavid in over the LA line on the right. On the right side to the blue line. Bouchard across to Wallman. A shot that's blocked. Went off of Kopitar. He'll turn and shoot it out, and that'll be wide of the Edmonton net. It's icing with 1 minute to go here in the third period.
Well, if you ever miss Draisaitl here, right? He'd be the first face-off man.
Savoy's coming out, and Ekholm back. Roslovic and Wallman off the ice. Face off to the right of Forsberg.
Why is Kopitar not waved out of the circle? He jumped in first on that draw against McDavid. That's what McDavid's saying. Why is Kopitar allowed to stay in the draw here?
All right, making sure the time was right. It is. And they drop the puck. It gets into the corner.
Oh, nice
Over
read.
to the right. Bouchard in for the right wing point. Behind the net. Puck goes in out to Nugent Hopkins. That missed him, and it goes all the way down.
We're lucky that didn't go into that.
Ekholm out from behind that empty Oiler goal. Ekholm to center ice, shoots it in. Forsberg slowed it up. Edmondson to Ceci. That won't get out. McDavid in the corner. Dumped down by Edmondson. Shot towards the net, and it's wide. It'll be icing against the Kings.
Obvious trip missed by Stripes. Connor's going, come on. Obvious. Had a chance to make a play off the wall.
26 seconds left. 1-0 Kings lead. Face off to the right of Forsberg. It goes to the corner. Edmondson over to Kempe. He'll shoot it towards the net. That misses. Icing again. 19 seconds left. Faceoff stays to the right of Forsberg.
Nugent Hopkins to take the draw here. Should try to get Kopitar waved out is what he should do.
Both teams are having a conference. So they're checking something over at the penalty box to make sure the time is correct. I got 19 seconds on the clock. Off the draw. Puck goes behind the goal. Edmondson wrapping it. It goes off his skate. McDavid into the slot. To Bouchard, a shot off a stick goes out of play. 9 seconds left. Be another face-off in the Kings zone.
Lazar's a right shot. He's coming out to take the draw.
So Lazar against Kopitar. In the face-off circle to the left of Forsberg.
Got to win the draw.
Goes into the corner. Roslovic up against the boards on the right side. 4 seconds left. They still have it all tied up. Oilers might not get a shot. They won't. It's over. 1-0 the final. The Kings defeat the Edmonton Oilers as everybody's gathered up against the boards inside the Kings zone. But Anton Forsberg gets his 3rd shutout of the season, 11th of his NHL career.
Wasted a good start from Connor Ingram today.
Forsberg's won his last 4. Yeah, Ingram was very good for Edmonton.
Handed them the only goal, and their guys stopped the puck.
And the Edmonton Oilers dropped this one 1-0 to the LA Kings. Artemi Panarin, the goal scorer. It was in the first period. It was 7:34 in. That was it. Both teams had chances. Both goaltenders made plenty of saves. And the LA Kings, who are trying to solidify their playoff position, did themselves a favor with a win.
Favor, yeah.
Yep.
They are within 3 points of Edmonton.
Yeah, they will move to 87. Oilers still with 90.
And they got an easy road schedule.
That's right. They're in Seattle, Vancouver, Calgary to close it out. So the Kings
I gotta tell you, not
playoffs.
hungry enough today from enough Oilers players. You know, just too many. There were some passengers today. Some guys that didn't dig. I didn't mind. Colton Dock and Trent Frederick. Frederick finished with 6 hits. Colton Dock and Frederick each had 6 hits. They were in on the forecheck. The giveaway by Bouchard, the only goal of the game. And Edmonton just could not get the equalizer.
There was a puck in behind Forsberg. If Cody Ceci doesn't knock it with his stick, Henrique's going to score. And you got to give Ceci credit for getting it.
Henrique had 3 of the best chances to score. He's not the same guy he was a couple of years ago. And, at this stage of the game, we're talking about a multiple-time 20-goal scorer. So, you got Colorado. You play like this against Colorado, you're going to lose 5 or 6-0. Edmonton's got to get home. We're not sure who Colorado's going to play. McCarr's dealing with an injury. So is Nazem Kadri, but they were already good before that. So Edmonton with some work to do here. We'll see what happens tonight with the Winnipeg. But very frustrating 1-0 loss in Los Angeles today for the Oilers. Not good enough for me.
The Oilers could still clinch a playoff spot if the Jets don't win in regulation. Then the Oilers could still clinch a playoff spot. They needed a point here today, and they would have clinched one, but they don't. However, it could still happen later today. 1-0 the final. The Kings over the Oilers. Panarin the goal scorer. Anton Forsberg stopping all of them. 28 Edmonton shots. 3rd shutout of the season, 11th of his NHL career. 1-0. Kings defeat the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers drop to 40, 30, and 10. Kings improve to 34, 26, and 19. 1-0 Kings over the Oilers. A Rogers postgame show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers postgame show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Panarin out of the left wing corner. To the slot to Kempe. Kempe on the right. Edmonton. Oh, wow! What a stop by Ingram on the one-timer from Edmonton. And he holds on with 22 seconds to go in the second period. Connor Ingram is putting on a show.
Connor Ingram was the best of the Edmonton Oilers players today. That's the highlight zone for Century Casino. All in all games all season. Century Casino, 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. From the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, this is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, no Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance goal of the game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. And the Smart Play of the Game brought to you by Catelli's Smart Pass. With all natural ingredients, it's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the all natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. And I'd say, for me, Trent Frederick and Colton Dock, they did their jobs. They knew what they had to do. They went out, they were physical, they grinded, they pounded, and, they put their foot forward to be playing come playoff time. There's some other guys today. Wow. Springer Border Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, what'd you think?
I'm not as harsh with the way the game went. I thought the Oilers were the better of the two teams. Both goaltenders excellent in this game. I mean, that was another great start by Connor Ingram. Only the one big mistake in the game by Bouchard. That's the wrong guy you want to make that mistake against. Panarin's one of the best, and that's the only thing they could get by Ingram. So Ingram was excellent. I agree with you with the physicality of Doc and Frederick as they are looking to cement their position as a playoff player, and they were excellent in this hockey game. Yeah, to me, I thought this was a playoff-style hockey game. Now, the Oilers are a little short-handed, not having a Hyman or a Draisaitl. I mean, when they lost to Utah, you're like, and people say, well, we didn't have Hyman or Draisaitl. Well, that didn't matter. They scored enough goals. They were terrible defensively. Tonight, they played good defensive hockey. They just didn't have the oomph up front with the 2 50-goal scores out of it. So I thought the Oilers had a good emotional engagement in this hockey game. Tonight, Anton Forsberg was fantastic. The only thing that I think the Oilers needed to do better in this game, if you go back and look at all of their grade A looks and the saves that Forsberg made, he saw every single shot. There was not near enough traffic in front of Forsberg, and I think that is something that they want to take out of this game and correct, because that goaltender beat them tonight because they never made it hard on them.
All right, next game up is Colorado. I think there's a chance Zach Hyman's going to be back for that game, but there's a chance that happens.
But there's a chance that you don't see Makar Kadri. I don't know, is McKinnon going to be playing at that point with a team like Colorado that's been, as Edmonton has been hampered by injuries, and there's nothing to play for the Avalanche. They can't move any higher up in the standings, so you wonder what kind of lineup they will have. But whatever lineup they bring, they're fast, they're tenacious. The Oilers will need some production further down their lineup because they're not a mucking type team. They're a type of team that's going to bring speed. So the Oilers got to be ready for that. Again, the Oilers can be anywhere from first to fourth in their division. These last 2 games are very, very important.
Good stuff, Rob.
Sounds good, Bob.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Carbon X, proud sustainability partner of the Edmonton Oilers, is helping Oil Country make a positive impact. This Earth Month, Oil Country can make every effort count by supporting verified climate projects connected to game day. From getting to the game to the energy that powers Rogers Place. Fans who join the effort can take home a limited edition collectible crafted from real Oilers gear. Collectibles are limited. Visit carbonx.com/Oilers and make your effort count.
Did you hear what happened to Rick while he was building his fence?
Yeah, he hit a natural gas line. They had to evacuate his entire neighborhood at dinner time, too. I bet he didn't make any new friends that day.
It cost him a ton to get the line repaired. I wonder why he didn't get his underground utilities marked.
Don't be that person. If you're digging on your property, request a locate for natural gas lines. It's free and can prevent serious injury or financial loss. And you won't upset the neighbors. Visit clickbeforeyoudig.com. A safety message brought to you by ATCO.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Yeah. Earlier today, the Boston Bruins lost 2-1 to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Nikita Kucherov, who is second in scoring for the Art Ross behind Connor McDavid, he was held off the score sheet, as was McDavid. 133 to 128. McDavid with a 5-point lead. He's got a 7-point lead on Nate McKinnon, who's got 4 games left, by the way. But 2-1 for Tampa over Boston. Capitals double up Pittsburgh by a score of 6-3. The Ottawa Senators, huge win for them. 3-0 win in Long Island over the Islanders. Game's currently underway. Devils and the Red Wings are tied 2-2. If Detroit loses that game, they are out of the playoffs. They will not make the playoffs for the 10th consecutive year. St. Louis Blues double up Chicago 4-2. That's after 2 periods. And the Predators trying to stay in the playoff mix, up 2-0 over the Minnesota Wild. Hurricanes up 2-0 over Anaheim. Both those games after 2 periods. No score after 2 periods. The Rangers and Dallas later tonight. Florida and Toronto. I think both those teams are trying to lose that game because of some prior trades that they've made to go for it and trying to protect their lottery position. Columbus Blue Jackets at the Montreal Canadiens. The Winnipeg Jets host the Philadelphia Flyers. If the Jets lose that game, the Oilers are in the playoffs. Seattle Kraken hosts the Calgary Flames. Vegas Golden Knights, the Colorado Avalanche, Canucks in San Jose. That's the rest of the NHL schedule. Bakersfield Condors host San Diego. With National Championship game, the last score I got, it's in the second period in Wisconsin. That's the school that Trent Frederick and Ty Emerson played at. They lead Denver by a score of 1-0, 7:36 remaining in period number 2. This is the Rogers Postgame Show.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with black appearance package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
Hey Canada, want to make learning fun? Education Station is your local destination for the best educational toys, games, and resources to help kids grow.
My mom takes me to Education Station because she's invested in my future.
From hands-on activities to brain-boosting games, Education Station makes learning exciting for kids of all ages. Parents and teachers love them too.
Learning is so much fun.
Support local. Visit Education Station in store or online at educationstation.ca.
And inspire a love of learning today.
Let's go to the Molson Cup 3 Stars, brought to you by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra Export, or Excel, there's Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. And third star tonight, stopping 20 out of 21 shots, Connor Ingram. Second star tonight with the only goal, Artemi Panarin. And the first star tonight, by virtue of a 28-save performance for the shutout, is Anton Forsberg, who many years ago was property of the Edmonton Oilers. And then Ken Holland, as GM, allowed him to put him on waivers, and he got claimed, and then didn't turn around and claim Alex Nedeljkovic when Carolina claimed Forsberg. Anyways, Ken Holland's got the last laugh today. The Kings beat the Oilers by a score of 1-0. They closed to within 3 spots, 3 points of Edmonton, with 1 game in hand. 3 games left for LA, 2 for Edmonton, and the Oilers. This may cost Edmonton, well, distinct possibility, cost the Oilers a chance for a division regular season crown. On behalf of Cam Moon, Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Aiden Gannam, our studio producer today, Eamon Hashem, and Kellen Kennedy, and our engineer here in Los Angeles, Mike Dooley, Bob Stauffer saying so long, everybody, from Crypto.com Arena. The Oilers get shut out 1-0 to the LA Kings.
Rogers Postgame Show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Portions of this exclusive broadcast are brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Molson, official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your...
Kings 8-1 on February the 26th in their last showdown, and DJ Smith made sure everyone in the building remembered that. He wants a fired-up performance from his team. It starts with a Doughty wrister from distance. Centering pass eludes Hellenius, taken by Frederick the other way. Edmonton 6-1-1 in its last 8. A tip and a quick shot by Nurse on net. Tough save made. Kopitar wheeling up the right-hand side. Clark did not get it out. Matt Savoy on the puck for Edmonton. A dart to Ekholm and across to Bouchard. Lost the handle. Breakaway. Artemi Panarin. He's in on Ingram. Scores!
The goaltender, and it's the pressure. This is a wide D to D in for Bouchard. He just wants to make him move and stop. But you see the angle that Panarin takes to him. He comes to him from the side, and he just causes that little bit of a bobble, pokes it by him. Once he's in alone, he's got his time to take a look, and he shoots this from distance.
of Connor Ingram, but he exploded out of that corner, beating two guys in the process. Dumoulin walking the line, moves it over, shot, save Ingram, rebound, hops out of play with 11:42 to go. He's your hunting buddy, that's
Max
okay.
Jones, sorry, yeah. Always on my mind, Jonesy.
Off the draw, quick shot off the right shoulder of Ingram, and a save made against Adrian Kempe. Puck worked free. We'll send it across. Nurse, return pass. Curtis Lazar back in the line to the net with a backhander denied by Forsberg. Drive from Nurse. Drop behind. Forsberg somehow stayed out.
It was going
Dumoulin and Ceci sprawling to help keep that puck out.
Good presence in front. Darnell Nurse with a quick shot. You can see Lazar tied up with Dumoulin. This puck just dribbling towards the net. And for Ceci, good reaction after boxing out Henrique. As he's fallen, he chops a little bit harder.
Kapanen, the drop pass. Nugent Hopkins. Walman's open. Denied by the glove hand of Anton Forsberg, who pushed way out above the blue paint. Button hooks, shovels it across. Bouchard could not kick it to his forehead. To McDavid, around one man, chopped down, a shot, and a save made by Forsberg, a second stop.
2 for roughing. Here it is here. Connor goes down, gets back up, but it's not that one, it's the next one. That one right there that finally McDavid has enough with. They kind of come together.
For Henry, tucked by Roslovic, nifty play to McDavid, and then nearly turned over by Kopitar. In fact, Roslovic finds Henrique, denied on the doorstep by Forsberg. Big hit by Roslovic. Shot sprawling right past save Forsberg.
Bouchard scores. Here's a chance here. Roslovic, little nice pass into the zone, then boom. Just a huge hit in the slot that leads to this chaos around the net.
Roslovic with a big hit, Louis, to create a great scoring chance. We've seen that on this road trip already. But here comes Laferriere with a shot. That's kicked aside by Ingram with less than a minute to go in the period. Anderson challenge. Nugent Hopkins. One-timer Roslovic and a glove save made by Anton Forsberg.
Up the shot, the passing lane for Nugent Hopkins. Little give and drive by McDavid, opens up the middle, but Nugent Hopkins goes to the top of the circle, and then he finds Roslovic, who just kind of funnels himself out.
Edmondson hoists one all the way back toward the Edmonton line. Nurse cut off Kempe. Jumping up was Brant Clark. Play ruled onside. Center pass tipped, and Ingram fully extended with the left pad. Connor Ingram keeping it a 1-0 game. Kopitar in his final regular season. Finishing check by Laferriere. Lead pass eludes McDavid. Clark to the middle. More wrist shot. Oh! A spectacular save made!
I think it's safe to say he's had 3 unbelievable saves in the period. Here's the last 2. Perfect blocker save, taking a goal away from Quinton Byfield.
Head and shoulder fake, takes it down low. 25 seconds. Kempe dishes. One-timer, another glove save. This one on Edmondson. Stays in the corner. Seconds running down. 1 second to go. LA is hung on. A shutout for Anton Forsberg. 28 saves. Finishing check by Laferriere. Lead pass.
Why is everyone so fired up? It's a Stanley Cup playoffs. Most exciting playoffs out there. A 2-month roller coaster filled with sudden deaths, good old-fashioned chaos, and a beauty we call Jesus. There's action on the ice and in the studio. Every series is a statement, and everyone gets their shot at the cup.
Why is everyone so fired up?
It's the Stanley Cup playoffs, the most exciting playoffs out there. A 2-month roller coaster with sudden deaths.